Russell on the wall that
That's
I grew
cool.
up. And if the offense can't score, they can't win. Bulldogs all day long today. It's our day. It's our time.
Hey! Nice. Okay, Zach, you like Georgia, right?
Yeah, of course.
You like music, right?
Yeah.
Loves music.
I know what's coming.
Listen to this, please. Zach, how'd you like that song?
I think Larry Munson just rolled over in his grave.
Well, I like it. I like the team that's most desperate, and that's Alabama.
Oh, Corso, letting it hang there with the tide. Really special thanks to our friend Zach Brown. Really appreciate him playing for us live today. The SEC Championship Saturday. Rankings exclusively Sunday at noon. Enjoy your football, everybody. Good job, man.
Reese, while we're on the subject of music, last time Kent State won a MAC title, the Looking Glass was singing about a young lady named Brandy. Northern Illinois is basically here every other year. This is the Rocket Mortgage MAC Football Championship on ESPN.
You're watching Dr. Pepper Championship Week.
Welcome to the Rocket Mortgage MAC Football Championship as part of Dr. Pepper Championship Week. Kent State in the powder blue. A historic generational run for the Golden Flashes ends here in Detroit. 1 MAC title all time, 3 bowl appearances all time. Their first win came just 2 years ago ever in a bowl game. Thanks for joining us. Jason Benetti, Andre Ware, Paul Carcaterra is downstairs. Northern Illinois is basically the Goliath here, but they were winless last year. Now they're back.
Yeah, and they've done it with a very young football team. The majority of this team built on either true freshmen or redshirt freshmen, but they found a leader in their quarterback in Rocky Lombardi, a transfer from Michigan State. They needed leadership and a guy that could come in and lead this young group of players, and he's been the guy for the job.
If it's a close game, Northern Illinois knows a lot about close games. They clinched this berth a couple of weeks ago, and they are run by Thomas Hammock, who used to carry the ball at Northern from 99 to 2002, an over 2,000-yard rusher. Meantime, for Kent State, you talk about an underdog. The school as a whole in football is an underdog, even with the names Reese was talking about, and they started 1-3. They fired their defensive coordinator not long ago.
Yeah, C.J. Cox takes over as the play caller on that side of the ball, but it's been their dynamic duo of Marquez Cooper and Xavier Williams, who had his career high last week against Miami of Ohio to propel Kent State into the championship game. Look out all afternoon for the combination of Cooper and Williams.
For Sean Lewis, here's a guy who was a former assistant at Syracuse. He's from the south side of Chicago and Oak Lawn, looking for the first MAC championship for this school in nearly 50 years. That is the backdrop, a title on the line at Ford Field this afternoon. And Northern Illinois will get it first. Kent State won the toss and deferred. From the home of the Lions, Kent State ready to go against Northern in the MAC championship game. And Northern Illinois will have pretty good field position off the opening kick all the way to the 40-yard line as we go downstairs and check in with Cart.
Well, Jason, Sean Lewis is only in year 4 at Kent State, but he has the program approaching rare territory. The last time Kent State played for a MAC championship was 2012. The last time they won one, 1972. And you probably heard of some of the names on the 72 team. College Football Hall of Fame coach Don James was calling the shots. Longtime Missouri head coach Gary Pinkel was a tight end. 4-time Super Bowl champion with the Steelers and NFL Hall of Famer Jack Lambert was terrorizing offenses. 7-time national champion coach and current Alabama head coach Nick Saban played defensive back, and today Kent State's wearing those throwback gold and blue helmets with the 72 logo. Sean Lewis told me it is crazy to be associated with all those legends and chase what only they have accomplished.
Yeah, it's a football team that got things squared away. They'll get after you, especially on offense, where they're third in the nation in rushing.
These two teams put up big points about a month ago when they played. Jay Ducker had the first carry, and this from Lombardi goes out wide for a Northern first down, and Messiah Travis, one of many freshmen on this NIU roster.
Yeah, they're going to try to keep Kent State off balance. You see the run with Jay Ducker to start the game for Northern Illinois, and then they come right back to Travis with a pass. They're going to mix up things a little bit differently from the first game, where they found themselves behind, had to throw a bunch to get back in the football game.
They're going to go with an extra offensive lineman in the game on first down, and some jet sweep motion. We saw that go very poorly for Oregon last night in the Pac-12 title game when the center snapped the ball off the jet sweeper almost.
Boy, luckily they got the ball back. It was, anything could have happened if it goes off his leg, if it bounces around a little bit longer. But Utah, the more physical team last night in that one.
Love this weekend, by the way.
Oh,
Championships
yes,
on the line. Rocky Lombardi, the transfer from Michigan State, who they brought here to be the team leader. They felt like they needed one, and they got one in him, as Ontario Brown gets this carry to set up a third down and short.
You get some good edge blocking, nice kick out blocks to go along with it, pulling a couple of linemen. Braden Patton there, best up front. He's the communicator at center. He's pulling around to open up a nice hole for Ontario Brown.
Was wearing number 1 today.
Yeah.
Typically number 26 in your program. You still buy programs at football games. Third down and 2 for Northern Illinois. The fullback Ratkovich is in as a deep man, and he gets dropped. Marvin Pierre broke through the line, and it's fourth down for Northern Illinois.
That's an excellent play by Pierre. He's right around the line of scrimmage, unblocked, and does his job. Just pinched right down inside to create that loss.
Now look, Northern is 19 of 23 on fourth down this year, best in the nation percentage-wise. Lombardi's trying to calm down his own crowd on the near sideline.
They are one of the best in the nation, 83% on fourth down.
Lombardi does have the first down across the 35 for Cole Tucker, his junior, the local product from DeKalb.
Well, I say one of the best. They are the best. 83% on fourth down conversions this year, and he does a nice job, does Rocky Lombardi, waiting it out, patient against zone coverage, and they convert again.
They're taking the ball out of the hands of the Kent State offense for nearly 4 minutes on this opening drive, an offense that loves to go fast for Kent State. Lombardi play action. He uncorks down the sideline. A marker comes in, and we will see what the flag is if it's on Elvis Hines on the coverage for Kent State.
It looked like the official was pointing at Northern Illinois.
Defense number 14. 10-yard
Oh, no, they do. They indeed go to Elvis Hines, who's first team All-MAC at his position this year. But oh yeah, the hand holding right around the shoulder pad area.
You could get both holding and pass interference
Yeah, you
on that.
absolutely could. That's
First down the sideline.
Good point.
Strong opening drive for Northern Illinois, whose first MAC loss this year was to Kent State. Ducker on the carry. Stretched out wide and stopped. Pierre again got there first.
Well, he's getting a lot of action early. Usually they play Marvin Pierre in their sub package, so obvious passing downs, but you see him free himself, get to the ball carrier and make the tackle. And he had another big tackle on third down in the previous set of downs.
That's a pretty deep linebacker group for Kent State. Pierre is out of Rahway, New Jersey.
Yeah, it's the strength of their defense. They run well, communicate, and really understand the scheme.
Tough snap to handle. Lombardi was flowing the right direction, and that's just flat out dropped.
Been there, done that one. When you don't have the ball, now everything speeds itself up, Jason. And so without throwing that with the touch that's necessary that he usually would throw it with if he caught the snap cleanly, now it's a rush to get it there because the receiver or the tight end is so wide open, Tavis, that you're going to rush the throw and you throw it a little bit too hard for him to reel in.
Third down and 12. And they will run with Ducker, who is undercut across the 20-yard line. So Northern Illinois on a carry on third down and long will go ahead and set up for the field goal, it looks like. What do you think of that call, Andre?
Well, you don't want to make a huge mistake and try to force it and turn it over on third and long. And that's Coach Hammock's belief, is that you get down here, let's get some points out of this and not leave here without anything.
John Richardson for 3 for Northern Illinois. An over 5-minute drive to start the game, and that's the plan for NIU against the fast-running Golden Flashes.
Welcome to Allstate, where we have all new lower auto rates. And savings like that make you feel like you won the whole dang thing. Now get new lower auto rates with Allstate. Because better protection costs a whole lot less. You're in good hands with Allstate. Click or call for a lower auto rate today.
Grandma, how wide are 2 reindeer? 27, 28, 29.
We've been waiting all year to come together.
It worked!
Have a happy and safe holiday season from Lexus.
America! After the past year-ish, everyone deserves something new. So, AT&T is giving everyone our best deals on every iPhone, including the iPhone 13 Pro with its amazing camera, like everyone that worked from home or welcomed a new family member.
They're all the dogs.
Our deals are for everyone.
It's not complicated. AT&T is giving new and existing customers our best deals on every iPhone, including up to $1,000 off the epic iPhone 13 Pro.
Cases of anxiety in young adults are rising as experts warn of the effects on well-being caused by the pandemic.
Romulus, your city will be finished in just 1 day.
Finished? My Colosseum! They'll never finish it today!
Unfortunately, we ran out of Red Bull.
Huh, so that's why Rome wasn't built in a day.
It was the night before breakfast when Alex received a text. Cow or eggs and bacon? It's time to ghost that ex. Toasted breakfast burritos are here. Shut it down and sleep well. The sooner you sleep, the sooner you'll get one. Only at Taco Bell. Bung.
Here we go.
Halfway through the NFL's biggest season ever. Stay tuned.
It's Fee Week on ESPN as we continue Jim Valvano's fight against cancer.
Saw a tweet earlier today from Dick Vitale. It was a picture of him in the hospital getting his treatment just a couple of days after he did Michigan, North Carolina. If you can donate, v.org/donate to help fight against cancer, which has touched so many people in this world. as we come back to the MAC championship game. Northern Illinois up 3-0, and Kent State will have the ball for the first time. A very entertaining offense that likes to go as quickly as you'll see in college football, and they'll have it from the 25 with a couple good tailbacks.
Yeah, you're talking about Marquez Cooper and Xavier Williams, and they've had big games at the right time. Cooper against Northern Illinois went for 173 yards on the ground. And then Xavier Williams, he saved his until the finale last week against Miami of Ohio when they needed to win to get in. He had a career high rushing last week, so of 168 yards and 2 touchdowns. 2 dynamic players that we'll see throughout this game that make it happen for Kent State offensively.
And you've seen it on tape. Northern Illinois sometimes does struggle dealing with the run game as Dustin Crum uncorks down the sideline, and a little too much for Dante Cephas on a deep shot on first down.
Well, he wanted Cephas first team All-MAC this season. He is their leading and top receiver, but he stumbles a little bit working against Javon Bird along the right sideline. That's what kind of threw the timing off. Otherwise, I think he might run under that.
Cephas is still just getting back to the line of scrimmage, by the way.
And that's tough, too. When they go to you and you got to get all the way back, and I'm betting this is going to be a running play.
He's hoping it's a running play and not a go route.
Do you really get tired at that age, though?
I don't think you did, but I certainly did. Crum down the middle. That's a strike, and this could go. Poke down the sideline for the touchdown. There is a marker down. Let's see if it stands.
It's in that area of holding.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense number 75. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
Andre, Jeremy Valentine, the referee for this game, chatted with us before the game. And one of the things that has popped up for Kent State this year is ineligible man downfield.
Well, really both teams because of the RPO game. And so you're going to see the play action with Dustin Crum to Cooper, but they release and block downfield. And it's not just one offensive lineman. There were multiple players downfield. So the officials, this is on their to-do list. This is something that they're going to focus on because of the way both offenses play, both Northern and Kent State.
So it wipes out a 75-yard touchdown, and the MAC Player of the Year, Crum, goes to the sideline for Cephas, and it's third down for Kent State.
Boy, he is a good-looking player. I mean, distributes the football, has completed passes of around 65%. Taking care of the ball this year as well.
Here's the RPO game, and Crum. And he gets to the 35 and right at the marker for a first down. Kark, you talked to Dustin Crum this week. He is an aerospace engineering major.
Super smart kid. And one thing you got to notice, too, we'll get into his love for space. How fast these guys play. He told me in practice it's way faster. The refs actually slow them down in games.
How about that? Cephas for a gain of 14 and another first down for Kent State.
Yeah, they were telling us, John Lewis was telling us, they don't condition. They don't have to run because they get that conditioning in the pace of how practice goes.
Feel like they're better conditioned than a lot of people around the country. Crum, deep ball again. Cephas had to wait for it, and it's incomplete.
Well, I tell you what it does. Cephas is in shape. He's going to continue to run these routes and get behind Bird. Bird is starting to labor a little bit. It's like a boxer in the late rounds of a fight. Except this is the early rounds of the football game. But they keep running guys over at Bird and running him deep. Sooner or later, they're going to connect on one of those because he's just going to be too tired to cover.
And it's a good sign for Kent State in the second half, certainly in this game. 3 near touchdowns already on the opening drive for Kent State. And this is Cooper, hit by Lance DeVoe, who's dealt with so many injuries in his time at Northern Illinois.
He is from a great high school program in St. Thomas Aquinas down in Pompano Beach, Florida. Played some good football there. Durable, has started every game this season. He's had, as you mentioned, had to play through some injuries.
From giving ground. Pocket collapses, and the walls cave in. Northern Illinois gets there. It is Lance DeVoe from Pompano Beach with the sack.
He's one of the team's leaders and has had a solid year. And they love to bring him when they decide to heat up the quarterback. That gets them off the field and forces a punt after dodging a couple of big plays by Kent State.
Kark, what do they call Lance DeVoe on the team?
Uncle. He's a 6-year guy, and I talked to him this week, and it's great to see him out here. He actually missed 2019 with a knee, 2020 with a tibia. Just felt like there was so much unfinished business with his career.
I might call him Bell Biv.
Wow. Now that is a winner. We got more of that coming for 3.5 quarters, kids.
Hi, I'm Michaela, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Peppermint Chip Milkshake is that first sip, when you taste the peppermint chip pieces, it's like catching snowflakes on your tongue, and it just feels like the holiday season has begun.
Mom's gift? Of course. I'm looking at it right now. Hey, look, but listen, I gotta go. All right, look, I'll see you tonight.
Best Buy same-day delivery can get you the right tech where you need it, when you need it.
Merry Christmas, Mom.
You shouldn't have.
Almost didn't.
Come on in.
Welcome to that magic realm. Between here and there, a no man's land, and everyone's land, where great expectations grow and rewards are given to the swift, the perceptive, and the daring. The Mazda CX-30 Turbo with all-wheel drive. More power for your pursuit.
As a DJ, I know all about customization. That's why I love Liberty Mutual. They customize my car insurance, so I only pay for what I need.
How about a throwback?
Liberty, 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 liberty. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty. Team, it's been a grind, but I think I've aged you well. Some might say perfect. Who's ready to show 'em who's the cheesiest?
I woke up feeling the cheesiest, Coach!
Cheez-It, official sponsor of the college football playoff.
What's strong with me? I know when I'm ready to run.
What's strong with me? I can find strength in a rest day.
What's strong with me? Some nights I sleep so well, I'm ready for anything.
Find out what's strong with you with Daily Readiness on Fitbit.
Gordon Ramsay.
NFL teams are turning to cold with Tide. Will you?
That will never work.
If it works on NFL jerseys, it'll work for you.
And it's cold.
So you will turn to cold?
Fine! That guy needs to chill out.
The Rocket Mortgage MAC Championship is brought to you by Rocket Mortgage for the playbook on home loans, Rocket Cab, and Chick-fil-A. Try a peppermint chip milkshake, the mintiest way to share the holiday spirit. Available for a limited time.
Couple things on this. Kent State has not been to many bowl games, but they've had Julian Edelman, who was an outstanding NFL player. Antonio Gates played exclusively basketball there, and Nick Saban's hair in that picture deserves to be on the internet.
I didn't even recognize him. He's there, but you got to look hard because of all the hair.
You got the little curl out front, little Buster Poindexter going on.
He is a proud Kent State alum.
Not pictured, Cy Young winner Steve Stone. We lobbied for him. He didn't make the cut. First down for NIU after a 5-minute drive on their opening touch. Jay Ducker on the run, and second down coming up. And here's Rocky Lombardi. How about this, Andre? When they said, come here from Michigan State, they told him, you can make mistakes. Do not look over your shoulder.
You're
our guy.
Yeah, and that gives you a lot of confidence. It allows you to just try to, to make plays. And that's what he's done. He's taken care of the football. He's led this young football team to where they are right now.
Ducker again on second down, and he's driven down at the 30-yard line. When they were saying that about Rocky Lombardi, the first thing I thought of was your tenure here in Detroit. You never had to look over your shoulder at all as the Lions quarterback.
Yeah, if you mean by the minute.
I didn't get a laugh out of that I was hoping.
No, I was trying to come up with a response for you. If you meant by the minute, then yeah, you're pretty accurate with it. But
they had like 6 quartarbacks on the roster. You were here. What were they doing?
We would get to Wednesday and we wouldn't know who was starting.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. Most dysfunctional thing I've ever been a part of. It's amazing.
3rd down and 2 for Northern Illinois, and Ratkovich in as a tailback. Lombardi looked that way, then he spins it out wide and across the 50-yard line for Cole Tucker on his second grab. This one for 22.
Well, nice job of scanning coverage by Rocky Lombardi, and then he uncorks a straight dime. You've got to throw that ball on a line to Tucker before he gets to the safety and takes a big shot, and he protects him with it as well, puts it on the back shoulder of Tucker.
So 1st down for Northern Illinois, and mission accomplished on holding the ball for the balance of this first quarter for NIU's Huskies, who've been to this game in 8 of the last 12 years. Lombardi puts the ball on the ground and just throws it wide and out of bounds.
Now you're going to take a look to see if anybody released down the field. The closest
and the ball crossed the line of scrimmage. Incomplete pass.
Was maybe J.J. Lippy, the left guard, but I think he was just about a yard past the line of scrimmage. So that's what the officials are looking for. Don't be surprised if we get a lot of those calls, ineligible receiver downfield or a lineman downfield.
Couple of weird snap exchanges already in this game for Northern Illinois as well.
Well, they are now 4-down territory because they've crossed midfield.
Here's Ducker on the run. So many freshmen on this roster, and Lombardi, their leader, Cart.
Yeah, and you know, he told me this week in regards to looking over his shoulder, he's a better quarterback now, having the full experience of being a starter rather than in and out at Michigan State. That's the life he lived, and he found his groove, he said, by week 4. Last year he played with a partially torn MCL and ACL, he told me, so he's way more mobile now. Look at his 5 rushing TDs.
Yeah, experience, leadership. He's game and battle tested, and he doesn't flinch. 7 of their 8 wins, he's come through in the clutch for him.
Lombardi down the seam and batted away, incomplete, and a marker has come in. 2 have come in on the coverage from Elvis Hines.
That's his second. That flag for a holding penalty earlier, and then I think this one's going to be pass interference, and you're looking at a 3-year starter who they are going at in and a first season
defense number 14, 15-yard penalty, automatic 1st down,
and a first team all-MAC defender. So they have targeted something with Elvis Hines that they like in the film, and maybe it's from the previous game earlier in the season.
Andre, I was joking about it earlier, but what is it like when you are looking over your shoulder as a quarterback at all times?
Well, you feel like you can't make a mistake, so you can be hesitant. There are things that you would normally try that you're not going to try because you're afraid to turn the football over, and that's the main thing. It's just making a mistake that turns the ball over, doesn't allow you to play with the freedom necessary.
Lombardi on the throwback down the middle and too high and incomplete. You know, this Northern Illinois team, they were 0-6 last year. They're not normally the underdog in the MAC. They've won the MAC quite a bit, 5 times in their history. Yeah. Love talking to Thomas Hammock, who says, we do it the hard way. We don't have all the nice things. We certainly didn't when we were building this program. But he said, let us get to year 3 and see what happens. And this is year 3.
And did it with a young group. He told me he felt like maybe about a year ahead of schedule with his young group.
This is Ducker. He breaks the tackle and a 1st down to the 15-yard line for Northern.
And they are coming downhill and at this front 7 of Kent State. And missed tackles, arm tackles that are being run through by Ducker and Brown. And they find themselves early in this ball game on their heels. But you can't panic if you're a Kent State fan because they can score so quickly.
They're one of the best in the country at scoring in under 2-minute drives, but they've only seen the ball for a grand total of 4 passes to this point in the game. Ratkovich down to the 11. How about big old Clint Ratkovich against Western Michigan with a 96-yard touchdown run?
Yeah, both he and Lombardi were voted captains. He's already graduated, had his season-high rushing total against at Northern Illinois, a 96-yard touchdown rush. And that's the second longest in program history.
He also leads the MAC in eye black, certainly.
And that was last week against Western Michigan.
Ducker back in. Second down for NIU with the play clock winding down. They're willing to take time off the clock to get near the end zone with Ducker wheeling down to the 2-yard line.
That's been a nice 1-2 punch, hasn't it? The youngster and the elder statesman in Ducker and Ratkovich. Interested to see who they keep in. They keep Ducker in down here in where the field has shortened itself.
Northern's held the ball now for 10 minutes of this first quarter. Exactly what they were looking for.
And Ratkovich is a pretty good athlete himself. It wouldn't surprise me at all if he kept the football here.
That's him in motion. And Northern Illinois gets in with Ratkovich. There it is, Andre. Touchdown.
Just around the end, a little motion. They go right back to him. Both he and Ducker are in the game, so you have to know where both guys are. And they go back to Ratkovich.
They call him the Rat Dog.
That's his 12th rushing touchdown. He's also caught 2 to add to that total.
His 8th touchdown in the last 6 games for the Huskies. Rat Dog.
Nice little motion here, and they give it to Rat Dog. He finds the pylon. Northern Illinois up 10-0 already.
Are you ready for Monday night?
Curve ahead. Hey, buddy, want me to drive?
Why would I want that?
Everyone says you couldn't handle the curve.
Who says that?
Show Tebow a curve, guy falls apart.
Tebow, the curve? No way.
Literally, everyone says that.
They're talking about a different thing.
Okay.
Well, someone's not doing their job.
Okay, let's keep going. Shopping for the game can be a minefield for young homeowners who have turned into their parents.
Can you believe how many different types of water they have in this aisle? Kim, did you just change blades back there? This is perfect. Jackpot, variety pack.
Remember, it's a football game, not a play day.
Roger that. One more slice.
It can be a lot.
Oh, good, the manager. Brian and produce, very helpful.
Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents, but we can save you money when you bundle home and auto with us.
Pulls to the left a little bit. Nope.
On Prime Video, when all the action is in one place, entertainment never ends. See where it takes you. Prime Video.
There are mornings, and there are woke up late, out of toothpaste, spilled coffee in yourself mornings. At least with the 2 for $4, you can do breakfast your way. Want 2 of this, or that, or this and that? Mix and match with a sandwich and biscuit on the 2 for $4.
I told you I was going to win.
With Windows 11, gaming performs to another level.
Let's go.
And when it comes to streaming movies, we haven't really experienced any buffering. It's so cool that we'll have access to movie theater level quality pretty much anywhere.
Seeing it load up that quick, I was genuinely surprised.
I can't believe there's no lag. I didn't realize how bad you were until I got these really good graphics.
This is an after date. The kind where you text her like 5 minutes after your match date kind of date. Because you're not chill. And that's chill.
You know how sometimes you're just kind of brushing your teeth and then all of a sudden, it's on. With Roman, you can take care of erectile dysfunction discreetly. So whenever the moment happens, you're ready. Roman ready.
Huge games across college football today. Right after us, App State and Louisiana. That American Conference Championship game is going to be outstanding. Today's weekend wake up brought to you by Wendy's Breakfast. Is Pitt Wake Forest, and you said something about Kenny Pickett off the air.
Yeah, he may be in New York and may walk out of there with this trophy that weighs that's pretty heavy.
Well, you know exactly how heavy it is. You got one on your desk.
I do.
It's a nice looking trophy you got there. Resume calls into the end zone to the 25-yard line. And Matt Berry in the studio.
Guys, good afternoon. Time now for your Rocket Mortgage studio update. Checking in on the Big 12 championship game. Oklahoma State up 3-0. Ill-advised pass here by Spencer Sanders. Picked off by J.T. Woods. Has some space to roam. Makes a cut. Steps out of bounds at the 11-yard line. That sets up Blake Chafin in for Gary Bohannon, who's hurt. Finds Ben Sims. What a play call. Baylor takes the lead, 7-3 in the first quarter.
Fighting Dave Aranda's making life difficult on Mike Gundy.
There's Sikkim.
How about it? I think that's going to be closer than people may have thought. Everybody wants to put Oklahoma State in the college football playoff. I don't know.
I don't know either. The way Baylor's playing, Baylor's kind of one of those teams like Utah and last night, and they're playing the best ball of the season right now. And Baylor's kind of in that category.
Crum on the run for Kent State, and he dives for a first down on just the 9th play of the quarter for Kent State. A team that runs 76 plays a game. They want to be at 25 at the end of the first quarter. They've run 9.
Yeah, he's not afraid to run the football. He's gone over 100 yards several times this season.
Crum, deep ball, Nykeem Johnson. It's intercepted. Picked off by Northern Illinois and Dylan Thomas.
This game has started exactly how Thomas Hammock and Northern Illinois wanted it to start. This is excellent coverage on the back end by Dylan Thomas. Gave up a step or two, but then is able to recover and then just kind of climbs the ladder and makes one heck of an interception to give Northern the ball back. And when I say the start is how Thomas Hammock wants it, possessing the football about 5 minutes, right around 5 minutes for their first 2 drives, and the result on both ends of it are points. 3 points and then a touchdown. And here they go again, starting just inside their 20.
What do you think of Crum's deep ball so far today?
I think he's thrown a couple of really good ones. That one just a little bit underthrown.
Only the second interception all year for Northern Illinois' defense. And this carry for Ontario Brown sets up a second down for Northern Illinois.
Well, Ontario Brown can get it done. Now, he averages about 6.5 yards per carry. He's a physical back. He's fast. And he's got breakaway speed, so he's a little bit different in that way than Ducker. Ducker's more of just a chain mover. He's got a little bit of speed as well, but Brown has home run speed.
They'll run it again on second down, and you see the understanding of Thomas Hammock and what he likes to do with this team. They've got an offensive line that's given up only 9 sacks all year, and they're going to run the ball into oblivion today.
Yeah, they've got a good offensive line. It's a big offensive line that can move bodies, and when they get a lead, they're in no hurry. They're not going to allow Kent State back on the field with that high-octane offense. Going to take their time. They're going to huddle, methodically move the football.
We've seen 4 tailbacks already for NIU. And this is Lombardi driving the legs for another Northern Illinois first down. And this first quarter is going to end, Andre, with Kent State running 10 plays.
Wow.
Tell you what, Northern Illinois looks the part of the team that's been here a lot, even with a bunch of freshmen. Kent State's going to write to Santa, we'd like the ball more, please.
We on tonight, yeah, we on tonight. Whoa, how come everything is moving?
Nice and easy. Checking all your blanks, buddy. Sorry. All right.
Marathon has the fuel to keep your engine running at peak performance, because you never know where life is going to take you.
Don't be shy now. I like that prime cut. I love my gold jacket, but that Aflac blue feels so right.
When you feel right, you coach right.
I know that's right. Prime never believed in double coverage, but health insurance and Aflac is money.
Must be money.
And I know how Coach Prime feels about money.
Now that is what this jacket needs.
Must be money.
Get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover. Aflac is an official sponsor of ESPN College Game Day.
On the season finale of Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
Another season almost in the books. Yep, it's gonna be a long off season.
Off season?
What do we do in the off season?
Off season?
Relax. We don't stop existing when the season ends.
Yeah, it's not like we live in some fictional town that's part of some elaborate marketing campaign.
What would it even be for? Dr. Pepper?
We're real people. It's not like we're the ice cold Dr. Pepper guy.
Dr. Pepper, the one fans deserve.
5 breadsticks for my triple treat. 3 layers deep, 10 Cinnabon mini rolls to eat, and the pizza plus another pizza.
The triple treat box, only from Pizza Hut.
It's a most unusual day. Feel like throwing my worries away. As an old native-born Californian would say, it's a most unusual day. It's a most unusual sky. Not a sign of a cloud passing by. If my heart won't behave in the usual way.
Experience the power of Sanctuary at the Lincoln Wishlist event.
Dude, this thing is awesome. I know. I bought it using the cash rewards card from Navy Federal Credit Union. I get cash back on every purchase. Honestly, I can't imagine where I'd be without them. One word. Got it. Reeling in fish. No. Eating fish. Fish in the sea? Movie.
Now earn up to 1.75% cash back on all purchases. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
What if smartphones were more than just smart? The all-new Google Pixel 6 truly sees you, not a blurry face. And for things you don't want to see, it removes them instantly with Magic Eraser. On our most advanced and inclusive smartphone camera yet. Live Translate speaks your language and hers. It's the phone that understands we're all different. Google Pixel 6. For all you are.
This season, give from the heart with 25 to 50% off everything. Don't miss the last big sale of the year and celebrate every kiss with Kay.
You're watching the Rocket Mortgage Mac Football Championship as part of Dr. Pepper Championship Week. It is a Husky lead in time of possession to this point. 8 minutes plus, and for Eric Eidsness, the offensive coordinator for NIU, it's exactly what he'd like.
Yeah, I mean, he's rushed the ball 16 times where Kent State has only run just a total of 10 plays. So this game is going according to plan for the Northern Illinois offensive coordinator.
Brown knocked down at the 35-yard line. What do you do if you're Kent State against this very determined rushing offense?
Well, I think you got to take and put more guys in the box. They're getting tremendous push, reestablishing the line of scrimmage, they being the offensive line of Northern Illinois, and they're playing some really good complementary football. The offense is helping keep the defense off the field, and a hot Kent State offense.
Yeah, there's no rhythm for Kent State offensively, even though it looked like there were going to be openings on their first drive. Ontario Brown crawling forward right near the line to gain at the 41. It will be a first down.
This is some good offensive line play. They get kick out blocks. Boy, they talk about Braden Patton being one of the best in the middle, durable and versatile. He's played some guard last year, but he has moved over and inside the center and is having one heck of a start to this ball game.
Again, this offensive line has been tremendous, both run blocking and in pass protection this year.
Do you see that time of possession? Oof. It was dominated by Northern Illinois.
Can't win if you don't have the ball. This is Ducker on a short gain on first down. Week 13 NFL Sunday Bulletin an hour earlier this week, 9 a.m. Eastern time, right before the college football playoff matchups are revealed. Steve Young and Lamar Jackson talk. Randy Moss has a couple of conversations with wide receivers as well. Early breaking stories, injury updates, previews. We are in the home of the Lions, who nearly won on Thanksgiving. They had a crack at it.
Close. Still searching for that first win.
Still on the lookout in the home of now Javier Baez. Here's a throw to the sideline, and Rudolph, another freshman. They have 75 guys, Andre, who finished high school in the last 2 years.
Well, they don't want to let Rudolph, who is one of those guys in 2020 and 2021 classes, 2019 classes, Rudolph went for 309 yards against Kent State. You don't want to let that young man get hot. That was earlier this year, and obviously his career best. I don't know if he'll touch that well, the remainder of his college career. He could take a couple of games, and he may not get close to 309.
Yeah, who else is going to get to 309? Ontario Brown found a little lane there to the 41-yard line, and this is just machine-like.
Boy, this is exactly what the doctor ordered. This is the game plan for Northern Illinois. Control the football with a run and occasionally throw a pass out wide.
Yeah, no need to if the run is just pushing the chains forward to the 33 Brown.
Well, good block by the tight end.
Yeah, it's Sorahan.
Sorahan to kind of open things up for Brown. But every time you ask me, how does Kent State slow them down? And I said, commit more guys to the box. Well, every time they commit more guys to the box, now all of a sudden Rocky Lombardi swings one out to Rudolph. He swings one out to Cole Tucker. So now you got to remove him, and they go right back to running the football again. It's a nice game of give and take.
Ducker traipsing through the defense, and he's got another first down. So Northern Illinois has more first downs than Kent State's run plays.
Well, he threw a move at the end of this. It's just buckles Dean Clark. That's an ankle breaker.
Allen Iverson action there.
That crossover he had. Ooh.
You did not want to be the defensive player on that.
He got the best with it. Got Jordan with that move.
There's that quick toss from Lombardi that you're talking about. And down to the 10-yard line for Toure, Mohamed Toure, the redshirt freshman out of Jersey.
Yeah, it just becomes a numbers game for Rocky Lombardi. Okay, you want to commit to stopping Ducker and Brown and Radkovich. Okay, I'm going to swing it out wide to these wide receivers. And now you got to go out there and play. We'll go back to the running game. This is excellent. You got an extra offensive lineman in Evan Buss.
They're going to move him left to right to the strong side on the bottom of the formation. Another high snap. Lombardi does get it away somehow, and they make lemonade out of that lemon with Ducker for 7.
And that's one of those, hey, you take it. I just found a way to to reel it in. You take it, go do your thing. And that's just pure athletic ability there and a good sense of what to do with the football by Jay Ducker.
Timeout on the field.
A timeout on the field after a gain of officially 8. Injured player is Muzzolino for Kent State. We'll check on him after this.
Hey, Tristan! Hey, Lexus, play holiday music.
We've been waiting all year to come together. Have a happy and safe holiday season from Lexus.
I love this mattress.
So, can I ring you up? We'll take it.
Black Friday is going on now at Ashley Home Store. Save up to $1,100 on select Ashley Sleep, Groove, Beauty Rest, Serta, and Sealy mattresses. Ashley Home Store. This is home.
Dunkin' is here with your holiday helpers. Peppermint mocha and toasted white chocolate signature lattes. A touch of delicious holiday magic to help you seize the season. Sip through the holidays with signature lattes at Dunkin'. America runs on Dunkin'.
This holiday, Verizon has the deal that gets better and better and better.
Get iPhone 13 Pro on us when you trade in your old or damaged phone.
Here, the phone everyone wants on America's most reliable network. Better? Better. That's not all. The new iPhone and up to 7 entertainment subscriptions for your family, like Apple Music, Apple Arcade, and more. Better? Better. Not done. The new iPhone, the entertainment, and up to $1,000 when you switch. Better. This year, holiday better with Verizon, because everyone deserves better.
Join Peyton and Eli on ESPN2 as they welcome special guests and break down the game as only they can.
Just keep going quick because Tom's got to go to bed here soon. What's your curfew, Tom? We're past it.
Monday Night Football with Peyton and Eli on ESPN2.
Always moving forward. Movado SE.
Show the world what it means to be a fan with exclusive fan gear designed by Fanatics. One-of-a-kind styles from all the leagues, teams, and colleges you love. Shop now and get today's special offer. Fanatics.com. Officially licensed everything.
College Football Conference Championship Saturday triple header, 4 Eastern. It continues after Baylor, Oklahoma State, with Cincinnati unbeaten, trying to stay in the college football playoff against Houston. And then Pittsburgh and Wake Forest looking for its first ACC title. The Deacons, since Riley Skinner was there back in 2006. We'll see what happens in that one.
This has been a big boy drive for Northern Illinois. 10 runs, 2 passes, 5:45. So another 5-minute drive that they've eaten up. And you got to imagine there are going to be points on the end of this one.
They can get a first down. It's 2nd and 2 right now. And they will run it down to the 1 with Ratkovich. It is a first down, 1st and goal. This is very similar to the spot Kent State was in late in the game against Miami of Ohio last week to get to this title game, and the defense stood up.
Man, they're going to have to stand up here. They're going to find themselves down 3 scores to a team that is chewing up a bunch of clock. They were at 15:59 before that snap to just 3:21. So you're talking about 5 times the amount of playing time or with the football than your offense. It's been amazing for Northern Illinois.
Ratkovich at the 1, trying to drag the pile and can't get in. So it'll be 2nd down and goal. Northern Illinois is playing like DeKalb Service Academy right now.
Well, they are, but right now Kent State answering the bell. And you ask yourself, why can't they play like this when they're, between the 20s? It's like, because they sense there is a sense of urgency of giving up a score here. And the clock continues to be the enemy of Kent State. Though right now, that's the least of their concerns. It's stopping Northern Illinois from getting into the end zone here.
This is the 15th play of the drive. Lombardi is in. Touchdown, Huskies.
Well, they stopped messing with the ball handling to Ratkovich and allowing penetration by Kent State. And it's one of my favorites in short yardage and goal line is just give it to the quarterback, let him get behind the big offensive line and get some push.
Tremendous band from DeKalb, by the way, banging the drum to go up 17-0. It is very fitting who Rocky Lombardi is named after. And when we come back, Paul Carcaterra will tell you just that. Hard-nosed NIU football with a lead by 17.
Superpowers from a spider bite. I could use some help showing the world how Liberty Mutual customizes their car insurance. Ow! I'm okay!
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Only in theaters December 17th.
Welcome to that magic realm. Between here and there, a no man's land, and everyone's land. Where great expectations grow, and rewards are given to the swift, the perceptive, and the daring. The Mazda CX-30 Turbo with all-wheel drive. More power for your pursuit.
I'm a Gainiac, check my drawers. My clothes smell so much fresher than before.
Try Gain Flings and you'll be a Gainiac too. The only detergent with OxyBoost and Febreze.
How bizarre. No annual fee on any Discover card.
This holiday season, remember the trick. The one that lets you skip the line and get your finger-licking chicken finger-licking quick.
It's finger-licking quick.
The Rocket Mortgage MAC Championship is brought to you by Liberty Mutual Insurance. Only pay for what you need. And Goodyear. Discover the possibilities. Goodyear. More driven.
A lot of tough runners in NIU's history. Rocky Lombardi is one of them, Kark.
Yes, number 12 told me he was named after the Steelers' Rocky Bleier, who left the Steelers for 2 years to join the U.S. Army in Vietnam. He was shot and injured by an enemy grenade, causing him to lose part of his right foot. Didn't stop him, gentlemen. He played 10 more years in the NFL, winning 4 Super Bowls.
Grew up, that was my team. Pittsburgh Steelers, I could tell you the two deep, both on offense and defense.
The whole two deep?
Both sides of the ball.
All right, so right after the kickoff, we are going to tell you that entire two deep as Nykeem Johnson on the return. It is Johnson down the sideline with a marker in. We'll check on the flag.
Most times that's always against the receiving team, so anticipating Kent State to have this ball backed up a little bit.
During the return, holding number 45 of the return team, 10-yard penalty, 1st and 10.
Andre, I'm told we can't do the entire 2 deep. We're going to the studio in Matt Berry. Sorry, everyone.
Guys, thank you. Time now for the AT&T countdown to the CFP National Championship update. And Baylor is all over Oklahoma State. Spencer Sanders, yet another interception. They take advantage again. Blake Shapen to Drew Estrada. It is 14-3 Bears midway through the second.
Man, that is a surprise to a lot of people as Xavier Williams gets a run for Kent State. And look, this thing is not over. Kent State had a 75-yard touchdown called back on a penalty. This goes for 24.
Yeah, it makes it difficult because Northern Illinois is scoring touchdowns when they get in the red zone, which is one of their keys to the game today. But Kent State, they can get right back in this thing.
Crum to the edge, and he's on target into NIU territory to Keyshawn Abram, the senior. JUCO transfer.
Tell you about that game that Xavier Williams had last week against Miami, where he went for 168 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Here he goes again, trying to find a slot to run in, and he does find a couple of yards, gain of 3. Now it's a huge 3rd down, though, for Kent State, considering the pace they play with.
And you wonder if Sean Lewis is, if this is 4-down territory for him, being across the 50-yard line.
Might have to be, considering how long Northern Illinois played keep away. Late decision to give it, and it's a good one for a 1st down to Williams, banging to the 29-yard line.
Well, I mean, Thomas, if he doesn't get a hand on Williams, it's goodbye. He is gone. Just enough to slow him down and let the pursuit help out.
Crum keeps this time, and look, with the amount of space there is for Kent State to operate, there's reason to believe they could come back in this game.
Well, I mean, you got an entire half to play. 6:45 left in the second quarter of this one, and they're moving. So I anticipate them putting some points on the board with this drive. They just haven't possessed the football long enough.
Williams driven back at the 33-yard line. That's a loss that Kent State didn't need. It's DeVoe again.
Yeah, watch all the defenders waiting. You got one for the runner and one for the quarterback, and basically for Dustin Crum, it's give or pull, and if he pulls it, it's going to be a bigger loss. And so he went ahead and did the smart thing, gave it to Xavier Williams.
Esther got in there. DeVoe was there. It's 3rd down and 8 for Kent State.
Well, he's got one-on-one coverage to the left of the formation.
That's Abram down at the bottom of the screen. Crum is undercut, and he is sacked.
With Andrew Glass being their kicker, his career long is about 43 yards, so they're outside of his range where they're comfortable. About 45 yards or so is what Sean Lewis told us. So they're forced to really go for it here on 4th down.
And if they don't get points here, they may not see the ball for the remainder of the first half, considering NIU's touchdown drive.
They kept it about 5 minutes each drive, so they're right about that left in the second quarter.
Crum down the middle of the field, just overshot the mark for Nykeem Johnson. A touchdown was there to be had, and a little too much on it.
Underthrew him earlier in the game that resulted in an interception. Here he overthrows him, and it's going to be Northern Illinois with a football. 4:59 left and up 17-0.
Welcome to Allstate, where we've just lowered our auto rates. And savings like that follow you everywhere. Now get new lower auto rates with Allstate. Because better protection costs a whole lot less. You're in good hands with Allstate. Click or call for a lower auto rate today.
The classic Hollywood story. We meet the hero, the all-new Nissan Frontier. Hero faces seemingly impossible challenge. Tension builds. The plot twist. The hero prevails. In Hollywood, this would be the end. But out here, we're just getting started.
Introducing the all-new Nissan Frontier.
Of all the things that made Scrooge pout, he most disliked running and striding about. Until he discovered the Peloton tread. Sprinting and lifting sweat dripped from his head. His legs sang out like a Christmas choir. This grunt was hashtag on fire. Now Scrooge ran the holidays, no doubt. When your workout's a joy, it's a joy to work out.
Vizzy, the first hard seltzer with antioxidant vitamin C. It just hits different. Vizzy, step up your seltzer game.
Hey, my name is Chandler, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Peppermint Chip Milkshake is the little pieces of the peppermint that you get. It tastes like it's just the top of the line peppermint. For me, no milkshake is topping the Peppermint Chip Milkshake.
It's the year of the upset.
Is it about the most deserving or the best team?
Who's going to play for the national championship?
The committee just made a statement.
It's Saturday primetime. Warriors and Sixers next Saturday on ABC.
Taco Bell welcomes you to the Live Mod Student Section of the Year contest. Use hashtag Student Section Sauce to get the committee's attention, and go to ESPN.com/Taco Bell to see how your school can compete.
We got to bring back one of my favorite meals.
What's that?
I called it the Mexican pizza.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was good stuff.
I mean, I was broken when they took that off the menu.
You were just crying in your car at the drive-thru? Ducker on the run, got by one tackle and found an alley to the 36, Kark.
Yeah, prior to that Rocky Lombardi touchdown, Thomas Hammock told his offensive staff, I need an 8-minute drive out of you. They failed him. It was only 7:52. And stop talking about food. Andre actually ordered a pizza last night. Did you get a call? Jason, did you get a call?
I didn't.
Big, large pie. No.
Phone didn't ring, Kark.
Yeah, he knows I called him. That's for sure. Because of what it was, he got a call.
Injured player for Kent State. We'll check when we come back.
Where are we headed? Just going home. We'll be together as a family.
The goal of life is to live.
I love you.
Isn't there anyone who knows what Christmas is all about?
To the family we're born with, and to the family we make along the way.
Remember when no dream was too big? And you could fearlessly face the unknown. You still can. When you have a rock you can depend on for life, you'll be unstoppable. Like the millions of people who rely on Prudential for financial planning and investing. Who's your rock?
5 breadsticks for my triple treat. 3 layers deep, 10 Cinnabon mini rolls to eat, and the pizza plus another pizza.
The triple treat box, only from Pizza Hut.
What's strong with me?
I know when I'm ready to run.
What's strong with May? I can find strength in a rest day.
What's strong with me? Some nights I sleep so well, I'm ready for anything.
Find out what's strong with you with Daily Readiness on Fitbit.
Team, it's been a grind, but I think I've aged you well. Some might say perfect. Who's ready to show 'em who's the cheesiest?
I woke up feeling the cheesiest, Coach!
Cheez-It, official sponsor of the college football playoff.
I told you I was going to win.
With Windows 11, gaming performs to another level.
Let's go!
And when it comes to streaming movies, we haven't really experienced any buffering. It's so cool that we'll have access to movie theater level quality pretty much anywhere.
Seeing it load up that quick, I was genuinely surprised.
I can't believe there's no lag. I didn't realize how bad you were until I got these really good graphics.
Hey, I can tell you're a fan. Lucky for you, nothing keeps you connected like AT&T 5G.
5G, huh? Is that fast?
Oh yeah, it's fast.
And is it reliable?
Definitely is.
What about secure?
Oh yeah, it's secure.
Love it.
How many of those you got? I don't know. You're very good at whatever this is.
You flatter me.
It's not complicated. AT&T 5G is fast, reliable, and secure.
ESPN, home of the College Football Playoff semifinals. Friday, December 31st on ESPN.
We'll find out Sunday at noon who's in the College Football Playoff this year as Elvis Hines, the senior defensive back, walking to the tent for Kent State. And we'll see what Northern Illinois does on 2nd and 6 with Rocky Lombardi, who made his collegiate debut at Michigan State as the emergency punter for the Spartans back in 2018. Now he's playing for a MAC title at NIU. No surprise here. Northern Illinois runs it again and gets very close to the line to gain with Ontario Brown once more. He's going to be just short.
Yeah, Capone Blue has stepped in for Elvis Hines, and it won't be long, if needed, that Rocky Lombardi test number 12 Capone Blue. It's just how it is. I mean, you come in, you're not the starter, they're going to figure out a way to look you up at some point. Wouldn't surprise me.
So you're watching personnel like that as a quarterback?
Absolutely, and there's a coach watching it as well.
Lombardi and NIU will have a new set of downs. 3:40 to go in the first half, and this is an important drive here as well because Kent State gets the ball out of halftime, and they'd love to be down less than 24, certainly.
Yeah, 3 scores as opposed to 4. You certainly have to keep Northern Illinois out of the end zone. A field goal, you can score quickly on that first possession of the second half, and you're right back in it. But you cannot allow this Husky team to get in the end zone.
Already run for a $124 in the game. Brown. Another nice run past first contact into plus territory, and Monday Night Football goes to Buffalo for just the second time since 2008. Mac Jones and Josh Allen, 6 straight for the Patriots to lead the AFC East in a huge game Monday night.
I got the Patriots in that one. They are playing some pretty good football, and the Bills kind of falling back a little bit.
Careful on that limb picking the Patriots, by the way. Hope your footing's okay.
That's not an easy pick. Not where everybody thinks the Bills are. We got Super Bowl aspirations the way they played last year, and then here come the Patriots. They've put it together, I think.
In a big way too. When people are thinking, maybe it's time to bury the Patriots early in the year. Not that anybody in sports would overreact, Andre.
Well, that's what good coaches do. They find a way to rebound and bounce back, and Bill Belichick has done that. Big third down here for Northern Illinois, and if you leave some time on the clock the way Kent State goes about their business, they could find themselves back in this thing before the half.
Ratkovich keeps his feet, and Ratkovich, oh, he nearly busted free, and he would have gone. Dean Clark grabbed him by the shoe tops.
The Swiss Army knife of this offense is what he is. He just finds a way to make plays and can do so many things. Excellent receiver out of the backfield, good in short yardage, and when you need him to just line up at running back and give you something on first and second down, he can do it. He can do that as well.
Ian Lombardi very tight. Some of the elder statesmen on this team as Brown ducks in. Clark, they're pretty much very close friends, Ratkovich and Lombardi.
Know each other when they decided to attend Northern Illinois as grad transfers in January. They room together now, and I spoke to both of them. They're best friends. They're like two peas in a pod, and Ratkovich is the cook of the apartment, where Lombardi likes to clean. They're both super competitive, and unequivocally, they've been the difference. A team that was starving for leadership with all these young guys, they found two great ones.
It's Lombardi to throw, and it's incomplete. Third down, Matt Perry in the studio.
Hey guys, coming up on the Lexus halftime report, things not looking good for Spencer Sanders and Oklahoma State. We'll touch on that one. Plus, Georgia's offense, the unsung hero. Can they get it done? Stetson Bennett and that crew. Plus, the Big Ten Championship has 16-13 written all over it. Jesse Palmer, Joey Galloway. Join me coming up on the Lexus halftime reports.
You think it's got 16-13 written all over it, Andre? Big Ten?
Maybe. It could be a close one.
Yeah, Michigan, Iowa gets weird sometimes. Timeout.
That's going to be a closer ball game than a lot of people think. As you're thinking Michigan of last week, you know, who knows if they're still celebrating that big win over Ohio State and go in there and, you know, a little bit sleepy, and then all of a sudden Ohio State wakes them up.
What was it, 5 years ago or so, Michigan went to Kinnick Stadium on a Saturday night and lost with national championship aspirations. And I know this game is not at Kinnick, but that series, it gets odd sometimes. And the way Iowa controls the ball, they can do what Northern Illinois done in this first half of this MAC title game.
And they're going to play some good defense, so I think that's going to be a much closer game than anticipated.
Wolverine fan enjoying this game before the Big Ten title game later.
Oh, this is gone just the way Thomas Hammock wanted it to go. Excellent first half for Northern Illinois.
More than 22 minutes with the football in the half for NIU. Lombardi turns it upfield, and Lombardi is going to be just a little bit short, I believe, on that run. It's fourth down.
Yeah, it's going to force him to take a timeout as well because he didn't pick up the first down. Pulling the center around, Patton.
Fourth down, timeout.
And just shy. I thought he had it initially, but he's going to be just short. They turned him, which kind of marks the ball just shy of the first down mark. And now you're looking at, you get two plays called here. If you elect to run the quarterback sneak, then you got to get right back on the football and clock it. If you don't really want to take, well, they have two timeouts left. I thought they'd already spent one.
Kent State just used that timeout before fourth down and one. So now Kent State has possession aspirations.
Well, I don't know about that one. I thought for sure it was Northern that called the timeout, but now they saved it. Sure, now the whole dynamics change. You run the quarterback sneak, pick it up, you can call a timeout. That's been their best go-to play in short yardage.
It's Lombardi again, and there is enough space for the first down for NIU with 32 seconds to go in the first half.
Yeah, and you get a quick timeout. Or you've called a second one. I would call the timeout because now you're not rushing. Because you'll get
the result of the play was a first down.
A little bit of time when they move the chains. They'll stop the clock for that. But
seconds.
I would go ahead and take the timeout, which they do, to make sure you've got the proper play call.
There was also a player down for Kent State and for NIU. It's Cox, the left tackle for NIU. How about those touchdown drives for the Huskies?
Yeah, I mean, it's been big boy football for Northern Illinois, where they are just controlling this thing with the running game, sprinkling in a couple of passes, but they've owned the line of scrimmage, and it's been impressive to watch.
What's your play call here with 32 seconds left and 1 timeout?
You know that young corner I was talking about, Capone Blue?
Mm-hmm.
That's where I'm going. I'm going to double move him. Put my best route runner, which is Cole Tucker, to his side, and I'm going to double move him.
It's exactly what they have lined up. Blue at the bottom of the formation against Tucker. Lombardi ready to throw. He comes this way into the end zone. Incomplete, and a marker comes in. Rudolph, the intended target. It was Blue, and it was Bolden down there with him, and we'll check
Pass
the marker.
interference. Defense number 24. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Yeah, they hook up Cole Tucker, but they send the other receiver, Trayvon Rudolph, right to that area. So it pulls Blue into coverage, and that's part of what you have to factor in as well as pass interference, maybe a holding penalty, something, because you feel like, well, if he were as good as Hines, he would be on the field already. So you're going to attack him, and that's just how football goes.
That puts NIU inside the 20. Lombardi, pump, go. Rudolph ends up on the ground again, and this one will draw another flag from the far side official. It was Blue one more time on the coverage.
Yeah, one play late, but it's the double move. They go back to Rudolph. Watch the double move here. The slant and go, and he gets behind him. There's the hole by Blue. They give him another first down. Now the crowd's booing, but it was absolutely a hold on the back end.
Yeah, the Beatles documentary.
There is no foul for pass interference on the play. It's an incomplete pass. Second down.
Wow, I saw the hold.
He had him by the hand.
So they're kind of splitting hairs. It's not a pass interference, but there was a hold.
Wow, second down. They'll pick up the flag. Lombardi, quick set, now he throws, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nico Bolden, who just had the flag. And Kent State, who has the second best turnover margin in the country, gets a much-needed turnover.
Yeah, and they're throwing because of the amount of time on the clock. He just stared it down. Stared at Tucker the entire time, even though it was a double move. He's trying to pump out to Rudolph to move the secondary, and he was staring the entire time at Tucker. Bolden never went for it. It was in perfect position. And now Kent State just wishing they had a few more seconds on the clock to get the ball down the field here. Just only 14 seconds left before halftime.
That is huge, though. With Kent State getting the ball after halftime, man, that touchdown would have been enormous for Northern Illinois. Now Crum out of the end zone on the run, and Crum turns it upfield to eventually get out of bounds with 3 seconds to go.
Like Northern was just kind of letting him run, hoping that the clock would run out, but he got enough to heave one down the field here. Not to get to the end zone, but maybe a catch and run. He was still forcing Northern Illinois to play defense.
Crum steps up, he gets hit and driven down, and that'll do it for the first half in the MAC championship game. Northern Illinois played keep away, 46 plays compared to 20 for Kent State. Halftime report, Jesse Palmer, Joey Galloway, Matt Berry, take it away.
No one does a halftime toss like one Jason Benetti. Lexus halftime report, championship Saturday. We begin in the Big 12 in Arlington, America, between Oklahoma State and Baylor, the rematch. Pokes won the first one. Jalen Warren, leading rusher, limited in this one with a leg issue. Spencer Sanders, limited in how he's throwing the ball, has not looked good.
And this is one of the worst interceptions you'll see on the day. Coverage underneath, Not sure where he's trying to get this ball. It didn't matter if the safety got it, the linebacker, and they've had it anyhow. This is just a bad read.
Joey, kind of a subplot in this one. Gary Bohannon out, Jas Blake shaping in, looks good early.
He's a true freshman and showing tremendous poise in a real nice rhythm right now against one of the best defenses in the country. That touchdown to Ben Sims.
So Baylor takes a 7-3 lead, and then it's Sanders again making a mistake.
You can't make these kind of mistakes in this kind of game. This is Oklahoma State that plays really good defense, but offensively you can't give the ball away.
Shapen finds Drew Estrada, takes advantage.
Nice job on the rub route at the goal line. On the wheel, the nickel DB got picked.
And then Tyquan Thornton, guys, it's getting late early in Arlington.
This is Oklahoma State team that gives up 16 points a game, which leads the Big 12. Not so good today.
21-3 right now. Jesse Palmer, Joey Galloway, Matt Berry. Happy Championship Saturday. 14 weeks, and we've come to this journey. We start with the Big 12. Perhaps Oklahoma State, the emotion from Bedlam a week ago, a little bit of a hangover. 11 a.m. kickoff in Arlington. It's all Baylor.
But a true freshman quarterback in Blake Shapen for Baylor that's playing out of his mind right now. And you saw this poise from him the last two games against Kansas State and Texas Tech, playing instead of Gary Bohannon. But in this game so far, Shapen very, very poised, doing a good job reading coverage, taking what the defense is giving him, checking the football down. He's finding Treston Ebner running out of the backfield. And there have been a few plays where he's had to fit the football into a small window, again, against a defense giving up just 16 points a game. He's been remarkable, and he's making throws from all different arm slots. This guy's on the baseball team at Baylor, was the #1 shortstop prospect coming out of high school in the state of Louisiana. 14 of 14, 3 touchdown passes, could not be playing better.
This gets interesting because we look at Oklahoma State as a team that if they get this win, could they get inside that top 4? So now the question is, can Baylor get inside the top 4? There are 3 teams not playing today in front of them. Notre Dame, Ohio State, and Ole Miss are sitting at number 9. Let's say they knock off number 5. Let's just say Cincinnati loses. Let's just say Alabama loses big.
Oh, you're getting weird.
Can Baylor make the jump all the way from 9 to get into that top 4? I don't think Michigan, if they lose, I don't think they fall as far as those other teams. But this will get interesting.
Baylor's got a real good resume if they win this game.
And Notre Dame's just sitting there watching. They've got Marcus Freeman, new head coach. It's going to be fun to watch. By the way, Oklahoma State just kicked the field goal. I'd say things are shaping up nicely for Baylor early on in the Big 12 championship. I know. It's
early dollar championship Saturday.
Throw that in there.
Meat did get the win last night. Georgia, can Stetson Bennett and that offense do something with Alabama in the SEC? We'll preview it all coming up on the Lexus Halftime Report.
Fish not biting today?
No, nothing. Seems like they're as tired as I am.
I guess what you need is a Red Bull, the energy drink.
I don't need energy for fishing.
Not for you, for them.
For the fish?
Wait, watch. Red Bull gives them wings.
Not bad, but not so good either, dang it.
Real cowboys get customized car insurance with Liberty Mutual, so we only pay for what we need.
Hey, Tex, can someone else get a turn?
Yeah, hang on, I'm about to break my own record. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Ever notice how stiff clothes can feel rough on your skin? For softer clothes that are gentle on your skin, try Downy Free and Gentle. Downy will soften your clothes without dyes or perfumes. The towel washed with Downy is softer and gentler on your skin. Try Downy Free and Gentle.
Explore your passions. Turn dreams into realities. Get involved, connected. Bring your ideas, innovations, and artistry to life, where your education is affordable, where you can make a difference, where you are welcomed, inspired, and challenged, where you can be a Husky. It all begins with a visit to NIU.
Helping families with mesothelioma is all we do. My firm has been offering a free book on mesothelioma for over 10 years. Since that time, hundreds of people with mesothelioma have trusted us to represent them. We have local offices throughout the U.S. and there is no risk to you. Mesothelioma really is all we do. Call us at 1-800-400-1116. That's 1-800-400-1116. Or go to mesobook.com.
Hey guys, this is Joe, founder of Viore, and I want to tell you about one of my favorite pants in the Viore lineup, the Sunday Performance Jogger. The fabric on this jogger is absolutely incredible. It's got a more tailored, modern fit, making them super versatile, and it has a zip pocket to secure your belongings. Whether you're lounging around the house or you're putting yourself through a tough workout in the gym, the Sunday has you covered. And that's why the Sunday jogger is my everyday jogger.
This halftime report is presented by Lexus. Experience amazing.
It's really not about revenge for us. It's really just about motivation. Our goal has been all along to win the SEC, and there's a team that stands in the way.
Every SEC game we play, it's a battle, it's war.
60 minutes of hell, and that's the way we like it. Relentless pass rush. Touchdown, Alabama.
It's not really about what you want, it's about what you're willing to do to get it.
You want to be a champion, you got a chance to win a championship today. This is a statement game.
Matt, Jesse, and Joey back with you. Rare is the day Alabama enters the SEC championship as an underdog, but they've got top-ranked Georgia today. Been waiting all season to see if Stetson Bennett and this Georgia offense is the kind of offense that can go through a college football playoff and a national championship. We get that this afternoon.
And everyone kept wondering when would JT Daniels take over for Stetson Bennett. Well, he hasn't had to take over because Stetson Bennett has become a pretty good quarterback, and a quarterback that could go out and win you a football game, but he doesn't get credit for that because their defense has been so good. Their run game has been so good. But Stetson Bennett, if you watch his last few games, his accuracy, his timing has been really good. This is Georgia Tech defense, not so great. But look at the timing and look at the ball placement. And this is what I always say, you get yak when you put the ball on the money. Watch him slide this one in here to the tight end over the middle between the two linebackers. Throws it where only his tight end can go up and get this ball. Stetson Bennett now, to me, looks like a quarterback that could go out and win you a football game as opposed to just being a game manager, which is what we thought he was. The way he's playing now, just one interception in the last 4 games, he could. Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm just thinking,
could go out and do you not believe that he can win a football game?
I'm just happy you're talking about Georgia's offense.
Yeah, exactly.
And reminding
hey,
people
look, when I start to look at tape, I'll talk the same thing.
Offense.
Let me go a little Georgia offense.
Yeah, because we
once.
talk about the defense every single week. And by the way, just to remind people, this is the best defense maybe since 1986. They're the best pass rush in the country. So Alabama's offensive line, guys, has to play their best game of the year. That's been inconsistent all season long for Bama. Up and down, up front. It showed itself against Auburn. They got dominated up front. Bryce Young sacked 7 times. Here's Kendall Randolph, a 300-pound tight end, trying to help Damian George, the right tackle. But they're both focused on the defensive end, slanting inside. Nobody's got smoke Monday outside on the safety blitz. That's a sack. You fast forward later in the game. There's Randolph again outside. He's worried about the safety blitz, not even concerned with the edge rusher who's going to run right around him. And you got Damian George, the sophomore on the right side at 330 pounds. He's trying. He's just too slow. There's a meeting at the quarterback in 2.5 seconds. Darian Dalcourt, the starting center for Bama, might not go in this game because of injury. Brian Robinson Jr., their starting tailback, might not go in this game because of injury. If this offensive line does not give Bryce Young time to throw and find John Mechie and Jamison Williams against the best pass rush in the country, Bama has no shot. And you never say that.
That's why they have a shot. Everybody's talking Georgia.
No shot.
You're ready to take.
You still got to block, though. Hey, you can talk all you want. Someone has to block.
All right.
They haven't been doing it.
Coming up on the Lexus halftime report, we expect points in the SEC championship. What do we expect in the Big Ten? Will Michigan have the Ohio State letdown? We'll discuss coming up.
Life is more interesting when it isn't mapped out. Live the life uncharted in the reimagined Lexus LX with new heights of power, technology, and refinement. Introducing the all-new LX. Luxury that knows no limits.
At Popeyes, we've got a feast for your family. Whether it's spicy or mild fried chicken or tenders, our brand new homestyle mac and cheese, or any of our other delicious sides, there's something for everyone at the table. Try it today and earn points with Popeyes Rewards.
4 Super Bowls, 6 AFC championships. You?
Award-winning customer service, up to 30% off your auto insurance with Safe Pilot, made for the military community.
And who else?
That's all. USAA, only for the military community.
Did you see the one with Mystery Apartment Girl?
She feels a breeze
Coming from behind the medicine cabinet,
So she looks behind it, and guess what she found? A hole.
how big was the hole?
Did she go in?
She squeezed her way through.
What does she find on the other side?
a totally abandoned.
Apartment, which is bigger than our apartment.
This is freaking me out, Tony.
No hidden apartment. Let's try the next room. And you know what? I'll stop talking now, but you just have to see it.
I love this mattress.
So, can I ring you up? We'll take it.
Black Friday is going on now at Ashley Home Store. Save up to $1,100 on select Ashley Sleep, Groove, Beauty Rest, Serta, and Sealy mattresses. Ashley Home Store. This is home.
Visit Discount Tire, America's Tire, today, so you never miss a moment of the game. Get 30% shorter average wait time when you buy and book online. Discount Tire, America's Tire. Let's get you taken care of.
This season, give from the heart with 25 to 50% off everything. Don't miss the last big sale of the year and celebrate every kiss with Kay.
Team, it's been a grind, but I think I've aged you well. Some might say perfect. Who's ready to show who's the cheesiest?
I woke up feeling the cheesiest, coach.
Cheez-It, official sponsor of the college football playoff.
Ho, ho, ho. Breaking news from the North Pole. The Immaculate Mac is back to pack your TV set with gridiron games. Every Tuesday and Wednesday to be exact. Catch your favorite team take a snap or intercept a bad pass. High stepping inside the sideline, striving to put 6 on the board before the clock hits 0. Ooh, I know that hurt. But what's more appealing than watching your arch nemesis get sacked from the comfort of your couch? This is football fever at its finest. 7 days per week. Christmas just came early.
You're watching the Lexus Halftime Report.
Here we go.
We don't see the rankings until you do.
How good is this football team?
They look like the #2 team in the country.
Conference championship's going to matter. There's still one more spot.
I think they'll be in.
The College Football Playoff Selection Show, Sunday at noon Eastern on ESPN.
Can't wait to be a part of the fun tomorrow. Here's a look at Championship Saturday and what's left the remaining afternoon. Gentlemen, give me one quickly on this one that you're keeping an eye on.
I want to see Cincinnati-Houston. Houston is a really good football team that throws the football, and Cincinnati really good on defense. We'll see the match.
Just because I was a former quarterback and I love points, ACC championship game, Kenny Pickett, Sam Hartman, let's go.
You know what? Good for the ACC. How about Kenny Pickett? Could he get in the Heisman Trophy conversation after today? What about Michigan and the Big Ten?
And Hassan Haskins, how about him? Since Blake Corum's injury, these last 4 games, you've seen number 25 shine for the Wolverines. Physical runner, breaking tackles, 5 TDs against Ohio State in the biggest game of the year. You expect him to have at least 20 carries against a physical Iowa front 7 that wants to stop the run.
And Iowa's 3rd in FBS in creating turnovers. They have 28 on the season. Their chance to win this game is if they can create turnovers, get the ball back for an offense that hasn't been great. They don't run it real well. They don't pass it real well. But their defense has to step up, slow down Michigan, and get the ball back.
Eager to watch how this one goes between Michigan and Iowa. Last night, Pac-12 championship game in Vegas. The rematch between Baylor and Oregon. And, gentlemen, the rematch was exactly the same as the first time around.
Anthony Brown was hobbled with a right ankle injury, but it was the same story as the first time D2 played. Devin Lloyd takes it in, his 3rd career pick 6.
Utah started the season off 1-2.
And they are a physical football team, and it'll be interesting to see that matchup in the Rose Bowl, whoever they get.
Yeah, headed to the Rose Bowl. Congratulations to Kyle Whittingham. That's new Florida head ball coach.
Here we
Billy
go.
Napier.
Here we go.
First things first, Sun Belt Championship against Appalachian State under 2 hours here on ESPN. Scare money, don't make money.
College football is delivered by Pizza Hut. Order today at pizzahut.com.
Grandma, how wide are 2 reindeer? 27, 28, 29.
We've been waiting all year to come together. Have a happy and safe holiday season from Lexus.
We raise the bar on bar food with sandwiches, tenders, and
There's more where this came from. To the greatest of all times, Buffalo Wild Wings.
At Chipotle, real food always starts with real ingredients in real kitchens. When you order Chipotle, real food starts with you. Whether it's in restaurant, pickup, or delivery. However you Chipotle is the easiest way to Chipotle.
This is your home. This is your family room / gym. The guest bedroom / music studio. The daybed / dog bed. The living room / yoga shanty / regional office.
How did you guys do it?
/ classroom. And this is the basement / panic room. Maybe what your family needs is a vacation home / vacation home. Find yours on the Vrbo app.
It's the most joyous time of the year.
Especially at T-Mobile.
Let's go to Diane.
Can you tell us what's happening? Yeah, I got the awesome new iPhone 13 Pro and AirPods, and T-Mobile's paying for them both. Oh, and I get a free year of Apple TV Plus.
And this is for new and existing T-Mobile and Sprint customers.
Like me.
Back to you.
Hey.
Hello?
We're going to T-Mobile. Upgrade to the iPhone 13 Pro and AirPods, both on us. Only at T-Mobile.
On the season finale of Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
Another season almost in the books.
Yep, it's gonna be a long off-season.
Off-season?
What do we do in the off-season?
Off-season?
Relax. We don't stop existing when the season ends.
Yeah, it's not like we live in some fictional town that's part of some elaborate marketing campaign.
What would it even be for? Dr. Pepper?
We're real people. It's not like we're the ice-cold Dr. Pepper guy.
Dr. Pepper, the one fans deserve.
This halftime report is presented by Lexus. Experience amazing.
Monday Night Football, Peyton and Eli could be the game of the year. Patriots and Bills for the AFC East. David Letterman, one of the guys. You guys still waiting for your call?
Yep, still waiting.
Right.
Phone right here.
Well, one of you was an ex-teammate. That's one. Anyway, Oklahoma State tacked on a field goal. Is now 21-6 at the half in the Big 12 championship. Can Oklahoma State get back in this one? Interesting development there. Kent State, friend of virtual locks. Can they come back in this one?
They can if they start hitting some of these deep balls.
Rocky Lombardi show. Let's go.
Go get one.
Superpowers from a spider bite. I could use some help showing the world how Liberty Mutual customizes their car insurance. Ow! I'm okay! Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Only in theaters December 17th.
What makes my neighborhood great? The folk, the people, always finding a way. There's a lot of talent in these streets, all grinding for an opportunity. The court is where we push each other to grow, where lessons are taught. Because when we lift each other up here, we all get better everywhere.
And that's how you change the game for good.
I said that screen. Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Celebrating the 25th annual Rocket Mortgage MAC Football Championship, Saturday, December 4th, will be an opportunity to see some of the brightest stars the MAC has to offer and commemorate the conclusion of the 75th Mid-American Conference football season. Make your way to fordfield.com/MAC to grab your tickets now. It's time to get some action.
We found a movement because we believe you shouldn't have to choose between a great watch and a fair price. Our watches are uniquely designed, in-house, clean, modern watches, crafted with top-tier materials. Join the movement now at mvmt.com.
Welcome back to Dr. Pepper Championship Week.
And you're watching the Rocket Mortgage Mac Football Championship as part of Dr. Pepper Championship Week from Detroit. Northern Illinois, 17-0 over Kent State. A late interception kept the Golden Flashes in it. Andre, how do they come back?
Well, I think they just got to be themselves. They've had opportunities. They've just missed on them, an underthrow or an overthrow here and there. Got to find a way to get some consistency offensively and then give this defense a break. Stay on the field with the offense.
A lot of time of possession for Northern Illinois in that first half. Our first half stats brought to you by Mega Food. Time of possession is enormous.
Well, there it is. Almost three times the amount of time on the field for Northern Illinois. They have just methodically taken this Kent State defense apart. 18 first downs to just 6 for Kent State.
Question is, where is the stamina for that defense for Kent State? As you see, Thomas Hammock, the head coach at Northern Illinois, who still talks to his coach, Joe Novak, who he played under in DeKalb, looking for a MAC title in his 3rd season as the head coach of the program. And Kent State will have it first out of halftime at a huge lick. Nykeem Johnson just got blown up at the 20-yard line. Downstairs, Clark.
I could care less about time of possession. It's always about execution. That's what Sean Lewis just told me moments ago. And when you look at the time of possession disparity between Northern Illinois and Kent State, it's alarming. He said it's execution, and where the execution is, the passing game. He feels like Dustin Crum and the wide receivers, the timing is just a little off. There have been opportunities, he said, in that first half. They just have to maximize the potential of this passing game. Remember, Crum's the player of the year in the conference.
And he just hooked up with Cephas across the 45-yard line for a gain of 27.
And that's why Sean Lewis could care less about time of possession, because they are a big play offense that is a big play's always just around the corner for Kent State.
This one strung out to the sideline. They'll get a couple of yards on that run. Look, Kent State scored 7 touchdowns against Northern Illinois in the first meeting. All 7 of the touchdown drives were under 2 minutes long.
Yeah, and that allows you to get back in games. You're never really out of it. And so but I think they need to score on this drive.
Crum, long throw across the way, and he has Keyshawn Abram for a Kent State first down.
Abram had a big game last week against Miami of Ohio. 7 catches, 138 yards, and a touchdown catch. This is his first year as a full-time starter.
Cooper kept his feet somehow and whirled across the 35. So the best drive of the game for Kent State right out of halftime.
I think this is what we anticipated and thought we were going to see from Kent State. This offense, this pace, this type of production, big plays, and they come right out of the locker room and kind of start to establish themselves offensively.
At a school that hasn't won a MAC title since 1972, Cooper put a couple of guys in the blender and gets across the 30 for a first down.
Wow. And a nice spin move by Cooper, and on his way to a first down, and here we are knocking on the door of the red zone.
Crum fires and incomplete. He wanted Abrams second down. So when you're having those days when it seems like you overthrow a little, you underthrow a little, how do you fix it?
You just got to stay with it. You got to keep throwing. Yeah, even on the sideline between series, I used to get a ball in my hand and just continue to throw to try to find the touch necessary to get yourself back in the right place. And I thought Javon Bird could have picked that one off.
Yeah, he went for the hit instead. A marker in.
5-yard penalty,
second down.
And this is what you don't want to see if you're Sean Lewis. You get your offense finally on track, and all of a sudden a false start by your left tackle backs you up a little bit. But yeah, watching that replay back, I thought that went right in front of Bird.
So 2nd and 15 for Kent State, and Crum having a dart out of the pocket, looking upfield, and he goes down at the 33. C.J. Brown got him, the freshman out of the state of Michigan.
Yeah, he's one of the team's most consistent players and became a starter in the second game, and now leads the team in tackles coming into the ball game with 94. He makes all the checks on the back end of that defense.
What's your play call here? Do you play for maybe half of it?
I think so. I think you need points. You need something to spell, you know, that you're back in and tuned. So I would get to field goal range.
Crum climbing the pocket. Crum dancing across the 25. He went down awkwardly on that right leg, and we'll see what Kent State decides to do here. Down 3 scores.
They're going to go ahead and try to take the field goal here to get some points. Need one anyway. As we'll take it here, and Andrew Glass has been good from as long as 43. They trust him from about 45, so this is well within his range.
This is officially from 41 for the young man out of Wheeling, West Virginia. Kick is on the way from Glass, and it is good. Kent State scores on the opening drive of the second half. Sean Lewis's team right back in it, down 14.
Mom's gift? Of course. I'm looking at it right now. Hey, look, but listen, I gotta go. All right, look, I'll see you tonight.
Best Buy same-day delivery can get you the right tech where you need it, when you need it.
Merry Christmas, Mom.
You shouldn't have.
Almost didn't.
Come on in.
Hi, I'm Michaela, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A peppermint chip milkshake is that first sip when you taste the peppermint chip pieces. It's like catching snowflakes on your tongue, and it just feels like the holiday season has begun.
Curve ahead. Hey, buddy, want me to drive?
Why would I want that?
Everyone says you couldn't handle the curve.
Who says that?
Show Tebow a curve, guy falls apart.
Tebow? The curve? No way.
Literally, everyone says that.
They're talking about a different thing.
Okay.
On Prime Video, when all the action is in one place, entertainment never ends. See where it takes you. Prime Video.
Welcome to Allstate, where we have all new lower auto rates. And savings like that make you feel like you won the whole dang thing. Now get new lower auto rates with Allstate. Because better protection costs a whole lot less. You're in good hands with Allstate. Click or call for a lower auto rate today.
I told you I was gonna win.
With Windows 11, gaming performs to another level.
Let's go!
And when it comes to streaming movies, we haven't really experienced any buffering. It's so cool that we'll have access to movie theater level quality pretty much anywhere.
Seeing it load up that quick, I was genuinely surprised.
I can't believe there's no lag. I didn't realize how bad you were until I got these really good graphics.
If you want a great team, you need natural-born leaders, some tough cookies, and a few who do anything to win. Find a group like that, you've got one hell of a team.
Let's take a look at Kent State's missed opportunities in this ball game. All of a sudden they have one, an overthrow. haven't been able to hook up deep. Then second play, a touchdown called back because of an alignment downfield, an underthrow. Then the interception on the back end after an underthrow again. And then this one, an opportunity for a touchdown. It was an overthrow. They had a false start on that last drive that put them behind the chains and led to a field goal rather than getting into the end zone.
Northern Illinois from the 20. It's time now for today's Aflac trivia question.
Aflac.
There's your question. There's your duck. Northern Illinois' 8-game regular season improvement is tied for second largest in the FBS. Which team had the largest improvement?
I think I know this one.
You do?
Yep. We're going there.
We are?
Mm-hmm.
When? We got a vacation plan together? I don't know.
Somewhere just before Christmas.
Oh, interesting. There's Ducker on the run. It's a first down carry that gets him to the 26-yard line. Clark?
I'll tell you a coach who cares about time of possession. That's Thomas Hammond from Northern Illinois. He told me at the half he loves to run the ball. They are going to win this game by running the ball. So you will see a continued amount of run game. And they've used 4 guys in the run game. And they're fresh. And the offensive line, he said, has done an incredible job giving opportunities for the run game. But also the change of pace with the short pass game, Andre, and Rocky Lombardi is being opened up by the run.
And here is another run for Ducker on a second down carry, and that'll move the sticks. You can kind of tell Thomas Hammock has been influenced. In fact, he got his first job from longtime Wisconsin head coach and AD Barry Alvarez.
I'll tell you what, Braden Patton, their center, right now is kind of my MVP of this offensive unit. I know that others have made some plays, but they can't go anywhere without big number 58 in the middle doing his job, and he's moving bodies, creating holes for this running game, and then they move him around. They'll pull him. He'll snap it, go pull around, and lead block out on the outside. Versatile inside player.
Another crease across the 40-yard line for Ducker.
Nice block by Joyner, the tight end, on a kick-out block for Jay Ducker, and that allows him to get started and pick up the first down. This running game of Northern Illinois is just, I mean, that is where you get frustrated defensively. The defensive coordinator, C.J. Cox, he gets a little frustrated because that's where how you don't want to lose a game because you can't stop the run.
And then you can't touch the ball because you can't stop the run. It's here's Brown again. But to your point about Patton, this is his 39th career start, and he is one of a couple handfuls of guys who have played in the MAC title game with Northern Illinois. He was a left guard back in 2018 when they were here.
Yep, his dad's a O-line coach in Miami of Ohio. And so you know he's been properly trained, and you can see it in his play.
Just saw Potter, the right tackle, come off with his helmet dislodging. Brown again on the run, and Kent State stacked the box that time and gets a stop. It's third down for NIU, who again 8 of the last 12 years they've been here. And here is the full list of guys who have played already in a MAC title game when they beat Buffalo back in 2018.
Yeah, this is a rare 3rd and long for Northern Illinois. It kind of surprised me that they didn't go ahead and toss one of those quick throws out on second down to pick up or at least get it to a manageable situation on 3rd down. This is to Kent State's advantage right now with it being 3rd and long.
Delayed handoff, and Kent State holds the line at the 49. It's Brown on the carry. Oh my goodness, he kept going and going, and now it's been blown dead. Brown's forward progress was stopped.
That's a first down.
Wow, he did get there.
Just the extra surge right at the end, and a pushing Ontario Brown to a first down. Here comes the big fellas. And it's a
Look on the
first.
field, the runner was down before the ball came
tackle
loose.
was
First
down there.
Northern
I'm a
Illinois.
little surprised they didn't stop his forward progress when he was stood up like he was.
They give it a beat or two before they blow the whistle, and if they see continuous movement, they allow the play to continue.
The previous play is under further review.
Now replay stopped it.
Yeah, because at the very end there was a fumble. The ball came out, but I'm not sure that video evidence is going to be able to overturn it.
We will see when we come back.
Welcome to that magic realm. Between here and there, a no man's land, and everyone's land, where great expectations grow, and rewards are given to the swift, the perceptive, and the daring. The Mazda CX-30 Turbo, with all-wheel drive, more power for your pursuit.
With Downy Infusions, let the scent set the mood. Feel the difference with Downy.
Well, someone's not doing their job.
Okay, let's keep going. Shopping for the game can be a minefield for young homeowners who have turned into their parents.
Can you believe how many different types of water they have in this aisle? Kim, did you just change blades back there? This is perfect. Jackpot, variety pack.
Remember, it's a football game, not a play date.
Roger that. One more slice.
It can be a lot.
Oh, good, the manager. Brian and Produce, very helpful.
Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents, but we can save you money when you bundle home and auto with us.
Pulls to the left a little bit.
This holiday, Verizon has the deal that gets better and better and better. Get iPhone 13 Pro on us when you trade in your old or damaged phone. Here, the phone everyone wants on America's most reliable network. Better?
Better.
That's not all. The new iPhone and up to 7 entertainment subscriptions for your family, like Apple Music, Apple Arcade, and more. Better? Better. Not done. The new iPhone, the entertainment, and up to $1,000 when you switch. Better. This year, holiday better with Verizon, because everyone deserves better.
The Rocket Mortgage MAC Championship is brought to you by Mazda.
Last 5 seasons, 5 separate MAC football champions. Kent State would be the 6th in a row of a different school. Ball State last year, chirp, chirp, down in Muncie. The official word is that the call on the field stood, so no fumble, first down run for Brown, and NIU is across midfield.
And here comes that running game again of Northern Illinois.
Sean Lewis may not care about time of possession, but Thomas Hammock does, and time of possession will become an issue at some point.
Oh, I think it is. And I mean, you talk about a gift at the end of the first half with the interception, and then here they're not getting any points on your opening drive of the second half, or actually having to settle for a field goal. That makes it tough to climb back in.
First down run for Ducker across the 45-yard line, and here's the answer to our Aflac trivia question. What do you think it is?
I think it's Hawaii. And June Jones when he was the head coach there.
Oh, 2020 to 2021, I think, is what they were asking. The answer is Michigan.
Oh, I'm thinking all time.
That's a clever duck. Sometimes he'll cross you up. Michigan, 9 extra wins this year. But that Hawaii team with June Jones was a massive turnaround. Second down. Ducker again, chopped down at the 42. So Now, when does the play calling start to change with a throw on second down, Andre?
Well, once you see the box start, you see Kent State trying to commit to stopping the run, extra defender. So you'll see right now as 5 guys are on the back. Once one starts to creep down, or the second one to come down inside the box, that's when you pick it up and you shoot it outside. And by the way, 1999 was that Hawaii team. 9-4. They were WAC co-champions after going 0-12 the season before.
How about that? Right at the ready from Andre Ware. Lombardi going to run it, has to step over a body, and that kept him from getting the first down in the corner. So now 4th down as he's pushed out by Blue. What are you doing here?
It doesn't matter because you're talking about a team that is 83% on the year of going for it on 4th down and converting. So they cross midfield. It's 4-down territory for Northern Illinois, and they won't hesitate to leave the offense on the field here and try to move the chains.
That Kent State sideline is hopping up and down, trying to rile up this crowd you're seeing.
And the defense, because they play a lot of football to this point in this game.
Timeout.
Yeah, they are misaligned. Got to make sure that
First charge
you're going
timeout.
to do it on 4th down, that you're lined up correctly.
Pivotal play when we come back on 4th down for NIU.
Are you ready for Monday night?
Real cowboys get customized car insurance with Liberty Mutual, so we only pay for what we need.
Hey, Tex. Can someone else get a turn?
Yeah, hang on, I'm about to break my own record. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
What if smartphones were more than just smart? The all-new Google Pixel 6 truly sees you, not a blurry face. And for things you don't want to see, it removes them instantly with Magic Eraser on our most advanced and inclusive smartphone camera yet. Live Translate speaks your language and hers. It's the phone that understands we're all different. Google Pixel 6. For all you are.
Some things can't be tried at home.
Where next?
With Capital One, the possibilities are unlimited. Introducing Venture X, our new class of travel card. Earn 10x miles on hotels and 5x miles on flights booked through Capital One Travel, plus receive premium travel benefits like access to over 1,300 airport lounges. Find your where next with Venture X. What's in your wallet?
We're turning up the tailgate with a Twisted Tea drop. We're surprising real Twisted Tea fans who love the smooth and refreshing taste of Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea with a 5% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea tastes like real iced tea because it's made with real brewed tea. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
We've been waiting all year to come together. Happy holidays from Lexus.
Get 1.9% APR financing on the 2022 ES350.
You know how sometimes you're just kind of brushing your teeth and then all of a sudden, it's on. With Roman, you can take care of erectile dysfunction discreetly. So whenever the moment happens, you're ready. Roman ready.
You date like you aren't 22 anymore. And that's a good thing. Because dating as a fully formed, emotionally mature human, man, that's on a whole other level.
Great guest list for the Mannings tonight.
You've reached Peyton and Eli. Leave a message.
It's Pacino, and I want to be in the show. Foot by foot, we're going to measure Peyton's head.
Watch Peyton and Eli. You never know who will drop by.
Always fun when Peyton and
so
Eli.
good.
He is. He's really good. He's really good. 17-3 Northern Illinois with the lead. And those kids are going to be dancing more if Kent State can get a stop here on 4th down and 5 from the Kent State 42.
Keep an eye on Rakovich.
Running that way, Lombardi throws it and has the first down to Rudolph.
That's Rudolph coming out of the backfield. And he gets so consumed with number 25, Clint Ratkovich, that it opens up a nice little area for Rudolph. He makes a heck of a catch. Another youngster that's a true freshman.
From Crete-Monee High School, south of Chicago.
Bright future.
Big time. He just got a scholarship last October, by the way. He showed up as a walk-on to NIU, and all he did was put up 309 yards against Kent State earlier this year. In a game they lost, their top receiver, Tyrese Ritchie. Now Ducker straight up the boulevard, and a flag is in. It'll be the first penalty against Northern Illinois of the ball game.
That's definitely going to be
holding.
A hold.
Offense number 60, 10-yard penalty, first down.
Evan Buss, who checks in, usually as the extra offensive lineman, and they open up a nice big hole, but maybe that's why.
Yeah,
I'd say that qualifies as holding.
Savon Taylor Davis's jersey stretches farther than he expected. We just learned. Clock ticking down to 5 minutes in this third quarter. See what they call on a first down and 20 behind the chains here. It's a throw, and it's Lombardi. And let's see. This is deflected, and what are they going to say here? Was it indeed taken away? Let's see. What's the call?
Well, you got a guy that's continuing to run, and they're going to call a personal foul on Marcus Cox.
After the play was over, unnecessary roughness. Offense number 70, 15-yard penalty, first down. Correction, the down counts. It's second down.
Savon Taylor Davis just doesn't stop. So, if you're allowing it to continue as an official, you're engaged in a play sometimes. And if the other guy is continuing to play, then what if I let him go and there was no whistle and now it's a touchdown? So all Cox did was take care of business by bringing him down.
Yeah, and let's see where they spotted. That's a forward pass, Andre. They're going to put this back at the 41-yard line. That should be
because of the penalty.
Oh, because of the penalty. That's right. That's right. I had wiped the penalty out of my mind because I didn't think it was necessary. Second down and 35.
I think you're right.
Yeah. So Lombardi to throw, and that is way off the mark. So third down and 35. I agree with you, Andre. If you're going to let it play out, you have to let the players finish the play as well.
I agree with you. If you're going to let him keep running, then you got to expect somebody's going to tackle him. Now, this is the first time that Northern Illinois has faced this type of deficit in terms of the down and distance markers.
Yeah, it's a third of the field at this point.
We might see a punter for the first time.
The draw to Brown, and he's not going anywhere. So suddenly, Kent State has a world of momentum after that penalty against Northern Illinois. A couple of penalties on the drive.
I got to punt it away here and punt and play defense. Every drive, you hope, if you're the head coach, Thomas Hammock, is going to end in a kick some way, somehow, and this one obviously a punt.
And Nykeem Johnson, tremendous punt returner at Syracuse before his transfer to Kent State. And this drives him all the way back, and it bounces at the 3 and rolls into the end zone. They had a shot at that thing, Andre.
It had some backspin on it for a minute.
All right, tomorrow, the exclusive reveal of the college football playoff matchups of the Cotton Bowl and the Orange Bowl. for the college football playoff 1 versus 4, 2 versus 3 on New Year's Eve on ESPN. Reese and the whole crew have the final top 25 rankings in the special as well, starting at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific after Sunday NFL Countdown on ESPN and the ESPN app. Here's what you have in the top 4.
Yep, Georgia, Alabama. Everybody dropped Alabama down. Heck, that's a heck of a rivalry game against Auburn.
Picked off, intercepted by Brown. NIU flips the field for a touchdown.
Crum was being contacted as he's trying to make what would be a 3-step drop or a 3-step throw, and he had immediate contact, which forced the ball up and into the air, and C.J. Brown rewards Northern Illinois with a pick 6. Wow.
The Huskies had 1 interception in 12 games coming in. They have 2 today, and 1 goes to the house for a 3-score lead.
Yeah, to one of their better players on the defensive side of the ball.
Offense number 39, 5-yard penalty, try for point.
C.J. Brown. They told him, they describe him as one of the team's most consistent players. And I mentioned earlier, came in leading this team in tackles with 94. And as all the checks, gets everybody aligned on the back end. But wow, what a play.
Just a killer pick 6 for upstart Kent State. Extra point for Northern Illinois is good. Thomas Hammock, former NIU tailback, couple of years 1,000-yard rusher in his career with the Huskies. And this is a guy over 2,300 yards for his career, which ended in too short of time for his liking. But Thomas Hammock, 2-time first-team academic All-American. And here's a guy who just gets what Northern Illinois is, and he could run.
Yeah, I mean, he did it against Auburn.
Yeah.
Running over a couple of guys to get in the end zone. See his resume, Baltimore Ravens running back coach, Wisconsin assistant head coach and running backs. And obviously his tenure at Northern.
Thomas Hammock is a celebrated figure at NIU, enough that there's his jersey in the crowd. But Thomas Hammock, in his 3rd year after a winless season last year, he said, let us get to year 3 and see what happens. And what has happened is a possible MAC championship. And Andre, I think all of us,
it's going to be year 3 and beyond.
Yeah.
Because of all the young players that this team has on the field playing for him. I asked him earlier this week, I said, you know, did you think you'd get this kind of production, you know, rolling it over and playing young? He says, well, we thought we'd be 1 more year. We're about a year ahead of where we thought. We knew we'd be competitive this year, but he never had an idea that this young group would win so many close games this year. So that sets him up next year to be pretty good for the forthcoming future.
His defense just sandwiched Cooper. 2nd and long coming up. I think all of us were touched by the story Thomas Hammock told us about his grandfather, Charles Thomas Hammock, who he was named after and helped raise him. His grandfather passed away about 5 years ago, and Thomas spent the last couple of hours with his grandfather in the hospital. And some final words of wisdom for his grandson. Thomas Hammock said to his grandfather, Grandpa, why are you smiling? You're very sick. You're going to pass soon. And he said, I'm smiling because I know you're going to be great. Wow. To his grandson, Thomas, who is on the verge of a MAC championship in a quarter plus. He wears a chain that his grandfather, Charles, gave him every day around his neck as Crum to throw. He's got it across the 40-yard line to Polk. And a first down for Kent State on a gain of 16.
Well, they do a nice job of picking it up because they go all-out blitz. And if there's a missed tackle, it's a touchdown. But Dustin Crum stood in there, delivered the football in the face of everybody coming just about for Northern Illinois.
Play action for Crum. Rolling out, he whips it out of bounds and incomplete. Justin Crum, the aerospace engineering major, playing for Sean Lewis, who looks a little like Coach Beard from Ted Lasso with a little extra beard.
I mean, even with the way this game has gone and how it's felt, Kent State still within three scores of tying this thing up.
Blitz from the defensive backfield, got there but couldn't take him down, and Crum will get yardage out of it, and he drives the legs forward for the first down. Jaden Dolphin had him dead to rights in the backfield, and now Crum's got a first down.
Tell you what, somebody's not going to live that one down in the film room. Jaden Dolphin going to catch it from the guys.
Crum again, wide open space. Little dodge to the right, and he's got a first down to the 30, gain of 13. This is what Kent State can do. Quick offense.
Quick offense and right back at the line of scrimmage. And you know, now you're starting to see hands on hips by this Northern Illinois defense.
Crum launches. End zone. Cephas batted away, and they will throw the flag against Bird. That looked like pretty good coverage real time, Andre.
That looks like excellent coverage.
Pass interference. Defense number 29. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Just see the ISO here, both players. Where's the interference?
Yeah, I don't.
Where in the world is the interference? I mean, he's making an attempt even to turn around and locate the football. Where is the interference?
If I find it, I'll tell you. First down, little shovel pass. That's going nowhere. Oh, DeVoe ate it alive.
Bill Biv. It's a pretty good football at that outside linebacker spot.
Clark told us earlier, Northern Illinois calls him Uncle. Kent State might be saying Uncle to the amount of times DeVoe's been in the backfield today. MAC player of the year, Crum to throw, wants a pump and go, has to bail out of the pocket. Now Crum breaks it down and gets absolutely drilled. DeVoe was in there first again.
And his helmet comes off. He'll have to leave the field for one play, but he tried to unleash on Dustin Crum. These guys see quarterbacks running and he's not in a position to slide. He tries to just level Dustin Crum.
Third down and 12 for Kent State.
Here they come. They're loaded up to bring some pressure.
See if they check out of it here.
Yeah, it is man across the board. He's got Cephas in one-on-one coverage to the short side of the field. That's the easier throw, and the safety is far enough away from him where he can give it to him.
Timeout, Kent State.
Timeout, Kent State. 30 seconds.
Timeout you might want to have if you're coming back in the fourth quarter. All right, let's take a look at this week's college football playoff rankings. They're brought to you by AT&T 5G. Obviously, big stakes in the conference championship games. Who of the top four, other than, well, let me put it this way. Georgia or Alabama?
I'm going Alabama.
You are?
Yeah, I am.
What are you doing?
Just because every time, you know, there's an obvious situation for Georgia, it seems to happen the other way. And I like Alabama in that game, and I like them. They should have stayed at number 2. Here are my predictions, because they faced a tough Auburn team on the road and found a way to win. And I don't think there was enough credit given for that. You want to scoot everybody else up, well, give Alabama its just due, Cincinnati and obviously Michigan to round things off.
We will see how that SEC title game goes. Crum to throw. Nykeem Johnson, middle screen, touchdown.
Where C.J. Brown was responsible for coverage on Johnson, and he got picked off. This kind of got picked off by an offensive lineman, And Monin, Nathan Monin just picked him right off. And that gave Johnson a clear path to the end zone.
Nykeem Johnson, who followed Sean Lewis from Syracuse to Kent State, has a touchdown.
Let's take another look at it and watch number 67. He's going to pull around, and that little kick out block is what frees up Johnson. Perfectly executed. And that goes back to the timeout. I think Sean Lewis saw that he was going to get man across the board. He's going to run that little underneath quick screen, pull the right guard out. They had everything, everything pretty much planned and blocked up. That's execution right there, and actually knowing and taking advantage of knowing what defense Northern Illinois was going to be in. So a timeout well spent.
Yeah, if you're going to score on a play like that, it is a timeout well spent. And so now Kent State trailing by 14. In the first meeting, they had a 31-point second quarter, with the teams combining for 99 total. Those penalties on the last drive really hurt Northern Illinois, and they will have it from the 25. Go to the studio. Matt Berry, what do you have?
All right, guys, interesting developments in Arlington in the Big 12 Championship. Dave Aranda Baylor went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it. Oklahoma State takes advantage. Dominic Richardson in for the touchdown. 21-13, Oklahoma State getting the ball back after a Baylor punt.
What are you doing going for it on 4th in your territory?
I don't know.
And with a lead, punt it and play defense.
I don't know.
Punt it, Dave.
I didn't make the call. Baylor would be the first team in AP poll history to beat Oklahoma and Oklahoma State both as top 5 teams. How about that? In the AP poll, that is. As this run for Ducker gets a couple of yards. And now Kent State, you can feel the energy emanating from the Golden Flashes now.
Well, where they've been so dominant earlier in this game in the running the football, it's come to a halt here in the second half because Kent State's they're committing more players to the box here in the second half.
Tell you what, this could end up being a game after all. Northern Illinois looking for the MAC title. Up 24-10 after 3.
With DirecTV Stream, I can get live TV and on demand anywhere. Look, Serena Williams, Matrix. Serena, Matrix. Serena, Matrix.
Get your TV together with the best of live and on demand. Introducing DirecTV Stream.
It's a most unusual day. Feel like throwing my worries away. As an old native-born Californian would say, it's a most unusual day. It's a most unusual sky. Not a sign of a cloud passing by. If my heart won't behave in the usual way.
Experience the power of Sanctuary at the Lincoln Wishlist event.
Wow, it really turned out great.
Yeah, and with the money we saved with Navy Federal Credit Union, it was practically free.
You know, I can't imagine where we'd be without them.
Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
Of all the things that made Scrooge pout, he most disliked running and striding about. Until he discovered the Peloton tread. Sprinting and lifting sweat dripped from his head.
Good things happen to those who hustle.
His legs sang out like a Christmas choir. This grump was #on fire. Now Scrooge ran the holidays, no doubt. When your workout's a joy, it's a joy to work out.
Team, it's been a grind, but I think I've aged you well.
Some might say perfect. Who's ready to show 'em who's the cheesiest?
I woke up feeling the cheesiest, coach!
Cheez-It, official sponsor of the college football playoff.
What does it mean to be made true? It means every cut, stitch, and seam is made to push things forward for the last 170 years and the next. Fruit of the Loom, made true.
I love this mattress.
So, can I ring you up? We'll take it.
Black Friday is going on now at Ashley Home Store. Save up to $1,100 on select Ashley Sleep, Groove, Beauty Rest, Serta, and Sealy mattresses. Ashley Home Store. This is home.
Dunkin' is here with your holiday helpers. Peppermint mocha and toasted white chocolate signature lattes. A touch of delicious holiday magic to help you seize the season. Sip through the holidays with signature lattes at Dunkin'. America runs on Dunkin'.
A lion! Ah, yes, the king of the jungle. Time for a Red Bull.
Red Bull? Still, you'll never be faster than a lion.
I don't have to be quicker than the lion, just faster than you. Red Bull gives you wings.
Rocky Lombardi's a grad transfer, but he's been a leader ever since he stepped on campus. And Andre, he's your kind of quarterback. He's a tough guy. Remember, he's from Iowa, and wrestling there is like football in Texas or basketball in Indiana. He has the 3-second pin, which is a national record. He was ranked number 7 nationally in high school, and he told me wrestling taught him how to fight through his breaking point, and he's been the clear leader on the sidelines the entire game. His positivity, his toughness is what separates him from moments like this, gentlemen.
Well, I usually like linemen, both offensive and defensive linemen, who have a wrestling background. I've never really, I don't know that I've done a game where a quarterback has had a wrestling background. That's one tough dude.
Well, based on that picture, you don't want to wrestle Rocky Lombardi. That young man was in a world of trouble.
No doubt about it. Got him up and off his feet.
Yeah, that's points waiting to happen. 3rd down and 5 for Northern Illinois, up 2 scores. Kent State trying to come back. And now here is Lombardi, and he crashes forward for a first down with a marker coming in back at the 30.
Holding, offense number 83, 10-yard penalty, 3rd down.
5 penalties for NIU, all after halftime.
And they have been big time drive stoppers for this Northern Illinois team. They spent the entire first half just doing what they wanted to do, playing clean football, and then 2 big penalties, or 3 actually, in the second half, have them maybe looking at another punt if they're unable to pick up this first down here on 3rd down.
For Kent State, the last thing you need here is your 7th penalty on your side on a 3rd down and 15. Play clock's down at 3. Now, let's see. Did they reset it to the proper place? The official was standing over the ball.
Play clock expiring. Charge timeout. Northern Illinois. Their 2nd of the half.
2nd timeout for Northern Illinois. Huskies by 14, 3rd down when we come back.
The ride of your life is closer than you think. For the first time ever, buy your new car entirely from home with Nissan at Home. Delivered direct from dealer to driveway.
Don't be shy now. Like the prime cut. I love my gold jacket, but that Aflac blue feels so right.
When you feel right, you coach right.
I know that's right. Prime never believed in double coverage, but health insurance and Aflac is money.
Must be money.
And I know how Coach Prime feels about money.
Now that is what this jacket needs.
Must be money.
Get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover. Aflac is an official sponsor of ESPN College Game Day. What's strong with me? I know when I'm ready to run.
What's strong with Meg? I can find strength in a rest day.
What's strong with me? Some nights I sleep so well, I'm ready for anything.
Find out what's strong with you with Daily Readiness on Fitbit.
It's the year of the upset.
Is it about the most deserving or the best team?
Who's going to play for the national championship?
The committee just made a statement.
We found a movement because we believe you shouldn't have to choose between a great watch and a fair price. Our watches are uniquely designed, in-house, clean, modern watches, crafted with top-tier materials. Join the movement now at mvmt.com.
It's a Saturday triple-header of conference championship games. It keeps going 4 Eastern Time, 1 Pacific. Houston and Cincinnati for the American title, and then Wake Forest and Pittsburgh for the ACC title. ABC and the ESPN app, one tap. You got maybe a Houston upset for us, Andre?
Oh, I don't know. I'll stay neutral on that game.
Sounded like Eeyore for a second. Oh, I don't know. Here's Lombardi, third down and long, has to hoist it down the sideline, and it's too close to the boundary, I believe, for Rudolph. Oh, my goodness. Rudolph did bring it in. It is a catch for Rudolph on the sideline. I thought for sure he was standing on the boundary line.
Well, they need to run a play. They're going to try to go ahead and get it run before the replay officials get in this, but it's a catch.
Wow.
With him dragging the left foot. That's amazing from Rudolph.
That is a great catch and a tremendous call by the officials based on that first look.
Well, they don't have anything to worry about. Our initial look was that it's very much a catch, but they're going to stop it to maybe take a look.
Charge timeout before the snap. Kent State, their second of the half.
Kent State calls the timeout to allow the replay officials to maybe take a longer look at it.
I don't know that they're going to get that timeout back, Andre.
They're not going to get it back. This is a heck of a play by Rudolph. He slows his momentum and the concentration. All he needs one in college football. He's not only going to catch it, but he's dragging it. And you can see
Kent State is challenging the ruling on the field of completed pass. We'll review
where
the
he's
play.
dragging it. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful catch.
And he hit the ground, completed the catch.
I mean, you could see him in real time throttling his body down to adjust to the football being underthrown. And I was like, there's no way he's going to make that catch. We're watching in real time. Slows it down, throttles his body, and then the concentration to reel it in is just sick good.
That's a phenomenal play.
Yes, sir. It's a kid who walked on, earned his way.
He's a former high school quarterback who has become a breakout star for Northern Illinois. It is the longest play of the afternoon for 32 yards on a third down and 15.
Let me tell you, I absolutely love stories like Trayvon Rudolph. Love it.
After reviewing the
in
play,
today's world,
the receiver had his left foot down inbounds and controlled the ball throughout the process of the catch. It is the catch for a first down. This is Kent State's challenge for the remainder of the game. They are charged with a timeout.
In today's world of I'm not getting enough playing time, I'm going in the transfer portal, this is the kind of young man that that I want in my program. Guy that earns his way, straps it up every day, and works his tail off without a scholarship, without knowing if he's going to stay at Northern, because, you know, who knows what. But he's there now, and he's going to be a heck of a football player for a while for Thomas Hammond. Not afraid to compete and earn it.
Just exceptional footwork on the sideline. And you got a team that was 0-6 last year and playing with the spirit of a champion right now as Ducker gets driven back at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, it's time now for Lombardi to start throwing it on first down. And I'm not talking about down the field and, you know, airing it out. I'm talking about just 3 steps, shoot it outside to Rudolph, maybe to Cole Tucker, or some of these wide receivers, because right now Kent State's loading the box, especially on the early downs. The only way to soften that up is to start spinning the football out wide quickly. Quick throws to the outside will be enough to get it done.
Yeah, Northern's been playing 2nd and long, 3rd and long for most of this half. Ducker again to the outside. He got the fringe this time, down the sideline, first down, and then some inside the 30. Flag down at the end of the play, and a personal foul likely coming against Kent State.
Going to be some additional yardage tacked on the end of this one, and maybe leading with
After
a helmet.
the play was over, unnecessary roughness, late hit out of bounds. Defense number 24. Penalized half the distance to the goal, automatic first down.
In real time, I didn't see a late hit out of bounds because of how Ducker was going about his business, trying to still turn up the field. I don't know about that one, man.
Yeah, you could let that one go and not have any issue.
He easily could let that go.
So Ducker now over 1,000 yards for the year.
A little overzealous there.
Kent State defense has been so good at creating turnovers. They need one bad right here. Brown just outside the 5. Ninth time this year Northern Illinois has run for over 200 yards.
He's got some quicks, doesn't he? Starts one way, plants that left foot in the ground, and starts back the other. And the weapons just keep coming. Here comes Ratkovic into the backfield when they get down here inside the 10-yard line, a little short yardage. Bring in the Swiss Army knife.
Here he is, Ratkovic. He's down at about the 5. So 3rd down and short for Northern Illinois, who can get a first down at about the 3.
And that timeout that Kent State took to give the officials, the replay officials, a little time, extra time to look at that play, they're going to need it. I mean, down to just one timeout now, and Northern Illinois is right
Officials
back
timeout for an injured defender.
into kind of what they were doing earlier in the game.
That's Capone Blue, who's hurt for Kent State.
And he was already in. He was the 2nd corner in for Elvis Hines.
Timeout on the field. Please set the game clock to 11
We'll take off. 24-10 Northern Illinois driving.
Here we go! Let's go blue and white! We got this!
Marathon has the fuel to keep your engine running at peak performance, because you never know where life is going to take you.
Welcome to that magic realm. Between here and there, a no man's land, and everyone's land, where great expectations grow and rewards are given to the swift the perceptive, and the daring. The Mazda CX-30 Turbo with all-wheel drive. More power for your pursuit.
Superpowers from a spider bite. I could use some help showing the world how Liberty Mutual customizes their car insurance. Ow! I'm okay!
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Only in theaters December 17th.
This holiday season, remember the trick. The one that lets you skip the line and get your finger-licking chicken finger-licking quick.
It's finger-licking quick.
I told you I was gonna win.
With Windows 11, gaming performs to another level.
Let's go!
And when it comes to streaming movies, we haven't really experienced any buffering. It's so cool that we'll have access to movie theater level quality pretty much anywhere.
Seeing it load up that quick, I was genuinely surprised.
I can't believe there's no lag. I didn't realize how bad you were until I got these really good graphics.
Downey's been taking you back since way back, with freshness and softness you never forget. Feel the difference with Downey.
The Rocket Mortgage MAC Championship is brought to you by Rocket Mortgage. For the playbook on home loans, Rocket can. And Liberty Mutual Insurance. Only pay for what you need.
That championship trophy's been everywhere in Detroit today. At the ice rink earlier, now ball. I mean, how many miles that thing got? Kent State trying to come back. Northern driving down to the 5. It'll be a first down available at about the 2.5 for NIU. Rocky Lombardi has Ratkovich behind him on 3rd down. Lombardi, easy in for the touchdown.
He confused and fooled the entire Kent State defense. Everybody went with the play fake to Ratkovich. And I mean everybody. Down inside, they're all down in there. And he just takes a nice stroll to the corner of the end zone.
I don't know if you caught it faintly in the background of that play. Somebody yelled, "Oh, it's 12." And I believe it came from the Kent State defense. And Lombardi just waltzes into the end zone. You know the feeling as a quarterback when you do something like this.
Yeah, nice play fake by Lombardi to Ratkovich. Everybody goes inside, and they are built on the lead. Now 31-10 Huskies.
Hey, my name is Chandler, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Peppermint Chip Milkshake is the little pieces of the peppermint that you get. It tastes like it's just the top of the line peppermint. For me, no milkshake is topping the Peppermint Chip Milkshake.
Pass the pants. Share the shirts. Hand out the hats. Fork over the flannels. Deliver the denim. And bestow the briefs. Gift the whole gang. And load up on all of the merry you can carry. Only at Duluth Trading.
On A Joyous Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
By the power vested in me by the city of Fansville, I now pronounce you fan and wife.
Natalie drops back into the pocket. It's a 3-step drop. Trish is wide open. Here comes the throw. Oh, Becky with the pick. Holy mackerel. When you take a look at it, see that full extension by Becky? Let's go back to the action. Oh! At this point, it's anyone's bouquet. Up next, the garter toss.
Dr. Pepper, the one fans deserve.
Welcome to Allstate, where we have all new lower auto rates.
And savings like that will make everyone feel like an MVP. Now get new lower auto rates with Allstate. Because better protection costs a whole lot less. You're in good hands with Allstate. Click or call for a lower auto rate today.
America! After the past year-ish, everyone deserves something new. So, AT&T is giving everyone our best deals on every iPhone, including the iPhone 13 Pro with its amazing camera, like everyone that worked from home or welcomed a new family member.
They're all the dogs.
Our deals are for everyone.
It's not complicated. AT&T is giving new and existing customers our best deals on every iPhone, including up to $1,000 off the epic iPhone 13 Pro.
I am the greatest woman of all time.
Matt Barrett, our college football studios over on ABC. Today, the American Championship. Can Cincinnati and Luke Fickell remain unbeaten and in the college football playoff top 4? All I know is Desmond Ritter's walking to the stadium, but Andre Ware's not walking through that door for Houston.
They've got a good one, Matt. They've got a good one in Clayton Tune.
Tell you what, I know you'd have fun facing that Cincinnati defense.
Yes.
Kent State down 3 scores. Return for Polk. Take a look at today's more driven moment brought to you by Goodyear on a 3rd and 15 for NIU.
Yeah, it's that completion to Trayvon Rudolph down the sideline for on 3rd and 15 after a holding penalty. A fantastic catch. I think Kent State they were in position to make a comeback. They'd have had to punt from their own 20-yard line with 13.5 minutes left, and then all of a sudden that catch re-energized Northern Illinois.
Now Crum for Kent State to throw on a first down completion to the 30-yard line to Cephas. Give him 6. So 1 timeout left for Kent State, looking for its first MAC championship since 1972. Crum to the sideline, and this is incomplete. 3rd for Kent State, and they can't afford to hand it right back to the Huskies.
I'm not sure the receiver's number that came back. Maybe it was Cephas, but he prevented an interception because C.J. Brown was in the area.
How about that? Massive lack of plays for a Kent State team that normally tunes up your defense for a lot of stress. Crum wants to run, and he runs right into NIU. And Nick Ratine, the sophomore from Palatine.
Boy, 3-man rush, and they're just sitting there spying with Ratine in the middle. And his eyes were on Crum and saw him pull it down to run it with just the 3-man rush and made one heck of a play.
Now time of possession certainly matters to Kent State because they're going to go for it, believing they're not going to get the ball back for a while.
And without the timeouts, you certainly have to.
Crum bails out of the pocket. Pressure comes for him, and he's going to go down. Crum is sacked. Ratine in there first.
Yeah, you got to throw it somewhere. 3-man rush. You cannot take that sack. You've got to figure out, where to go with it. They're dropping 8. Somebody's got to come open, or you have to at least force the ball down the field. An interception is almost as good as a punt in this situation. He's got guys open, or a receiver open, but just doesn't let it go. And then all of a sudden, when you hold it that long, the rush clamps down on you.
I will say his receivers weren't really doing a whole lot of movement for him downfield. Ratine the sack. NIU gets it back when we come back.
No one knows where it comes from. Why some have it and some don't. It's the fighting spirit. It consumes fear and weakness. It stands ready to fight whatever shape the battle takes. Because as long as there are battles, there will always be Marines.
Hey, Tristan! Hey, Lexus, play holiday music.
We've been waiting all year to come together. Have a happy and safe holiday season from Lexus.
Are the stars out tonight?
Alexa, play our favorite song again.
Okay.
This season, give from the heart with 25 to 50% off everything. Don't miss the last big sale of the year and celebrate every kiss with Kay.
Right 24/7 U.S.-based live customer service from Discover.
Team, it's been a grind, but I think I've aged you well. Some might say perfect. Who's ready to show 'em who's the cheesiest?
I woke up feeling the cheesiest, coach! Cheez-It, official sponsor of the college football playoff.
At Chipotle, real food always starts with real ingredients in real kitchens. When you order Chipotle, real food starts with you. Whether it's in restaurant, pickup, or delivery. However you Chipotle is the easiest way to Chipotle.
USA, this is Stephanie.
Hi, this is Robert. I'd like to get up to 30% off my auto insurance with Safe Pilot.
I can help you with that. What's your member number?
87.
It should be between 5 and 12 digits.
Busted. This is Super Bowl champion Rob Gronkowski. I'm not a member.
Mr. Gronkowski, USAA is for the military community and their families. That's what makes us special.
Oh, but I'm special.
USAA, it's still only for the military community.
Big day of college football all day long. After our game, it's the Sun Belt title game. App State against Louisiana, rematch of last year late in the season, and then Houston, Cincinnati, 4 Eastern on ABC.
Well, that Prairie View A&M Jackson State game. Who you rooting for?
Who you got?
PVU. I don't know. That's a tough one. PVU's playing some pretty good football. Jackson State, obviously, they've been a big and major story this year.
Ducker weaving his way inside the 20-yard line for NIU, which has taken the air out of the ball for the most part in the game, although Kent State's play number really grew in the third quarter.
Yeah, right now it's kind of out of the control of Kent State without the timeouts, can't stop the clock. And Northern Illinois, they are certainly not going to get in a hurry. This is the time in which you allow that play clock, if you're Rocky Lombardi, to get down inside of 10 seconds.
And he will do so. Ducker. Oh, hesitation to the 15, so third down. And for Rocky Lombardi, football is in that family blood. His grandfather, a Hall of Fame coach in the state of Illinois. His father, Tony, a longtime high school and college coach as well. And as Clark mentioned, named for Rocky Blyer and a hard-nosed family of football.
Just kind of accepted and rolled with it. You know, a wrestler, high school, tough guy. It's amazing. It's been tough on Kent State, too. 50-plus runs in this football game for about just under 4.5 yards a carry.
Ratkovich, the motion man, ends up with a first down and goal for Northern Illinois.
And then has the presence in mind to stay in bounds. So the clock continues to tick. And that certainly favors Northern Illinois.
When you think about what NIU has been in the past, the Orange Bowl team with Jordan Lynch.
Yeah, fun to watch.
1 and 2 overtimes against Kent State 2012. The only blowout win they've had here in Detroit was against Bowling Green 2 years later, 51-17. Radkovich got hit, kept his feet, and nearly put himself across the goal line down to the 2. This is, I mean, Thomas Hammock said to us, we do it the hard way.
Yeah.
That's the NIU way, and a lot of these runs are very much the hard way for the Huskies.
Well, you know, what's even more impressive is that they're doing it the hard way with a bunch of young players. So usually at the ages of his football team, the guys on both sides of the ball, they don't know the hard way yet. You got to learn and develop that, and that just kind of goes to the outstanding coaching job that his staff has done with a group of young players.
Another opportunity for sleight of hand and another touchdown for Lombardi.
Well, if it worked once, why not use it again? Amazing. Everybody goes barreling down inside, and untouched to the end zone goes Rocky Lombardi. Just keep an eye. Watch everybody slant down inside, including the safety, Dean Clark. Everybody's inside. Makes it a little easy to get in the end zone.
It's got to be fun for a quarterback.
Well, when you see it work like that, you know you've done your job with the play fake.
38-10 Northern Illinois. And Matt Berry, what do you have in the Big 12?
All right, guys, Oklahoma State got a turnover, tried to take advantage. They had it 1st and goal from the inch line. Desmond Jackson, 1st and goal, nothing. 2nd and goal, nothing. Looked as though for a second across the goal line, did not. They didn't even review it. 3rd and goal, you had this. Mishandled handoff. They settled for a field goal. Oklahoma State has the ball back, 21-16 in the 4th.
Man, chance after chance after chance for the Cowpokes.
When it just seems like Baylor trying to give that one away. Serving it up on a silver platter.
I know Robin Ventura is watching that game, yelling at the television somewhere in Stillwater. Trying to get him in. Northern Illinois en route to another MAC title here in Detroit. Polk on the return for Kent State, and he's out of bounds across the 20.
How do you go from where you are to where you want to be? And I think you have to have an enthusiasm for life. You have to have a dream, a goal, and you have to be willing to work for it.
V-Week here at ESPN, and our partnership with the V Foundation highlights the urgent need for cancer research and the elimination of racial disparities in cancer outcomes. Please go to v.org/donate. 100% of your donation goes directly to cancer research, as this is incomplete. Andre, I was on a plane about 3 weeks ago on the way home from one of our games, and a very close friend of mine who went to a MAC school emailed a group of us and said, I've been diagnosed with cancer.
Wow.
And she is getting treatment. We hope for the best, but you know, cancer is one of those things that just pops up into your life. And to my friend, who I'm not going to name, she knows who she is. We're there for you. We're there with you. And look, go to v.org/donate. And watching Dick Vitale and getting to know him, and what he's doing to fight cancer in his own body, but also across the world, it is
outstanding.
Great cause.
It's amazing.
Crum to throw, another deep ball down the sideline, and again it goes out of bounds. Bird the coverage. Downstairs, Kark.
Well, Jason, you were talking about cancer and how it affects so many people. I lost my mom, Diane Carcaterra, in 2014, and early detection is so critical. I mean, she thought she had back problems, was going to a chiropractor for about 6 to 9 months. By the time she was diagnosed, 4 months later, she died.
Yeah, it's Paul, I know how much your mom meant to you as Kent State gets across midfield to run for Williams, and
yeah, she was a gem. I told you, I mean, we're dating ourselves, but Andre, you might know the movie Johnny Dangerously. My mom's nickname was Ma Kelly. She had laundry up to the ceiling. Nothing really ever affected her. I would come home as a 16-year-old driver, you know, dinging the front bumper. You can't even see anything. Her famous line, "What's the fuss?"
That's awesome. Knowing you as well as we do now, I wish I could have met your mom. I'm sure she was just a pistol. Kent State into the red zone. James on the catch. That's Raymond James for the Golden Flashes. And this run will get them down to the 5-yard line. Look, NIU's going to win this game, very likely, but do not discount what Kent State has done under Sean Lewis, who before he started coaching was a door-to-door office supplies salesman. Yeah. And he said there's a lot in sales that can go into coaching as well, but you can see with this team as you watch film how much they love playing for him and what he's done to turn around this program that's not been here in Detroit very much.
I don't think we've seen the last of these two programs. I think NIU is going to continue to grow with a very young team, and I think Sean Lewis has Kent State on the right track. He's looking to really elevate from a 7-5 finish, regular season finish next year.
Hey, NIU's still playing defense.
Yes, they are.
Got chopped down at the 4. They could very easily have said, go ahead, get your touchdown. Not in the DNA of the Huskies.
No. And now it's 4th down, and let's see what Kent State can dial up here to maybe get themselves into the end zone.
Colin Schlee, the backup quarterback, is in along with Crum. And they're going to go ahead and let Schlee run it up the middle, and he dives for the goal line. He is in. Touchdown with some heart for the sophomore from the state of Maryland.
6'3", and he stretched every bit of it to touch the goal line.
Let's see if he got in.
He's looking to throw. A fake pitch, but he's looking to throw it, and no one's open, so he just tucks it. And oh yeah, that's 6. All it has to do is touch.
Believe we're going to get a replay stoppage here. Let's see.
Northern Illinois is challenging the ruling on the field of a touchdown. We'll review the play.
Thomas Hammock's going to challenge.
Trying to see maybe where his knee touched, if it touched before the ball crossed or actually touched the goal line. Well, I think Coach Hammock's going to be unsuccessful.
Well, the torso. Watch the middle of his body come down.
I think the nose of that football is touching.
I agree with you.
And keep in mind the ruling on the field was a touchdown. Oh yeah, that's 6.
Definitely in.
That's 6.
After review, the ball broke the plane of the goal line prior to the runner being down by rule. The call on the field is confirmed. It's a touchdown. Northern Illinois no longer has any challenges for the rest of this game, and they're charged with their 3rd and final timeout.
I could see if you wanted a shutout, but you know. 4:16 to go.
With an onside kick coming.
So 38-17 your score. Conference Championship Saturday triple header keeps going. 4 Eastern, 1 Pacific coming up very shortly. Number 21 Houston and number 4 Cincinnati for the American Conference title. And then Pitt and Wake Forest in the ACC Championship game. Sam Hartman goes back home to Charlotte. Full day of football in the ESPN app, one tap.
I think that could be the more entertaining game of the day with Houston and Cincinnati.
All right, so Houston's won 11 in a row since falling to Texas Tech in the opener.
Yeah.
Cincinnati's undefeated.
Yeah, Cincinnati 12 in a row, but you look at going back to last year, I mean, they went through the regular season. So regular season games, they're, what is that, 24 in a row?
Mm-hmm.
That's a pretty good football and a dang good program run by Luke Fickell.
There goes switch sides on the onside kick. Got to go 10 yards. It's collected by Northern Illinois. And NIU will have the ball across the 29-yard line with C.J. Brown, who had the pick 6. I should say that is Ducker who plucked it from the sky. So Ducker on the return. And
the staff usually are telling you to get down. But with Ducker, obviously a running back, they're okay with him returning it. You see him here on his day, a fine day for Ducker as well as Ratkovich. Getting Ontario Brown into the mix. So all 3 running backs having outstanding afternoons.
Ducker on the run. Somehow stays upright and gets very close to the first down marker, and in fact they will move the chains. These guys, this Husky team, all of the tailbacks are tremendous after first contact.
Well, and all 3 are tremendous in making the first defender miss. The first guy that gets there usually doesn't, you know, he gets a move thrown on him, and then it's the second guy that makes contact, but they're able to come out of that as well. It's been impressive watching this NIU offense.
Ducker to the 19-yard line. I mean, you love seeing an offense that knows its identity, Andre.
Oh yeah, it's a run-first offense, and I bet you they're upwards of 60-something runs to this point in the game, and continuing to do so. And you can do that, and you can own the line of scrimmage. You're going to win a lot of football games.
How about that? They're right at 60 with the next run. Can you also tell what time it is in the day by looking at the sun?
No, and I think we need to get on a plane and go out west to Vegas right now.
I was going to say, my goodness. Ducker on the run. It'll be 3rd down. Northern Illinois is going to be the first FBS team to go winless one year and then win their conference championship the next year.
It's amazing. Nice turnaround, and what's even more impressive, as we talked about throughout this game, is the fact that it's a young football team. Yeah, the quarterback is, he's got another year, and Rocky Lombardi provided some leadership. Ratkovic, another senior who stepped in and provided leadership. But there are a lot of guys coming back for round 2.
I believe Kent State, to counter the challenge from earlier, has used its final timeout to get the ball back. MAC championship post game. The Rocket Mortgage Championship trophy presentation follows on ESPN3 and the ESPN app. Thomas Hammock, who told us he wears this chain around his neck every day that his grandfather gave him when he passed away a couple of years ago. And his grandfather said to him in his final couple of hours, "I'm smiling even though I'm sick because I know you're going to be great." They spent 4 or 5 hours together talking about life. Thomas learning from his grandfather Charles, even as an adult, a guy who raised him when he was a kid, and you have to believe his grandfather is on his mind with a title looming. for Northern Illinois.
No doubt.
Detroit today.
There will be some emotion from the head coach of NIU after this one's over.
Whenever that might be. Field goal good. 41-17 for the Huskies with 2:01 to go. Thomas Hammock starting the celebration over on the sideline.
And get ready for a big Gatorade bath.
They are tracking him down the sideline.
And you can best believe there's some players already kind of getting that stuff together.
Again, right after our game, 3:30 Eastern time, Louisiana and App State. 4 o'clock Eastern over on ABC, Cincinnati and Houston. And then later on ABC, Wake Forest and Pitt in the ACC title game. Rolling kick to Kent State at the 18 over the head and bouncing all the way back to the 5-yard line for Polk. And he's not going to go anywhere. So Des Ridder playing his final pre-bowl game of his career. 42 wins, tied for third most in FBS history. What does he have to look out for with that talented Houston defense?
I mean, it's going to come in waves. They can get pressure with just 4. They can stop the run with just the front 4 and a linebacker. Donovan Mutin will be back for this game. Left the game a couple of weeks ago with a concussion, but it's a fast defense as well that's coming after Desmond Ridder in that Cincinnati offense.
Again, 4 Eastern time, the American Conference title game on ABC as Kent State will run it in those powder blue jerseys with Bradford, their big tailback, Brian Bradford. And for Kent State, they're going to drop to 7-6. They'll go to a bowl game this year, their 4th bowl game of all time, if you don't include the 1954 Refrigerator Bowl, and why wouldn't you? Second down for Schlee. On the throw, he has Cephas to the 29, and a first down for Kent State. Now the shopping begins to douse the coach what's inside.
They're trying to figure it out, occupy him with a couple of players, get his back turned to everything, and then
yeah, as though he doesn't know what's coming, right? I mean,
they got him lined up. He's in the sights of a couple of players right now.
He's on the radar. Lombardi setting a screen. Here's Schlee on the run. And his throw to the sideline ends up out of bounds. They are ready to pounce. Huskies in their natural habitat with a bucket of Gatorade. Let's see. Is the coach paying attention? Is the screen up? Lombardi sets the pick as Kent State takes another snap. And Schlee with the throw to the sideline and a little dump job of Cephas. Under a minute to go.
Schlee's got a live arm. Gets there in a hurry.
Huskies lying in wait for their head coach. Schlee to throw. He slings it to the sideline, and he's got another completion to the 22. And Abram the Huskies remain ready. Thomas Hammock has got to know what's coming.
No, I think he's involved in the latter part of this game, and he's about finishing, and he has no idea what's coming up behind him.
Schlee on the move. And he stays in bounds, tight ropes, and gets popped at about the 15-yard line. 20 seconds to go for Kent State. Jaden Dolphin got the hit. Pretty soon Thomas Hammock may wish he's a Dolphin. He will be swimming in liquid very soon. There is Schlee, and he gets across the 5. First down and goal, Kent State. Zeros have never taken so long for Gatorade holders. Another run to the sideline with 6 seconds to go. That was Luke Floria with now 5 to play.
About the time that Gatorade usually makes its way, but what I think is that there's such discipline in this program that these players from NIU know not to douse him until the game is over. I bet that has been that conversation's been had, because they are waiting patiently for the clock to hit 0.
Well, we talked about him doing the hard way for everything. This is the Gatorade bath the hard way. It's a touchdown, Kent State, to Floria as the clock expires. And here comes the bath.
Field is a touchdown by
it was a long
not
time
be attempted. That's the end of the game.
For the former NIU tailback Thomas Hammock.
Gotta feel good.
His Huskies are MAC champions in 2021. And for a former tailback, his team runs for 266 yards and 4 touchdowns. Downstairs, Kark.
Coach, first time you played Kent State, they hung 52 on you. Until the clock expired, you held them to 17. How?
You know, our defense played phenomenal today. On offense, we was able to hold the clock. We was able. Proud of our guys. Proud of.
You're a Wisconsin disciple of Barry Alvarez. You played at NIU. You were a running back, a phenomenal one. You loved the run game. How would you describe your run game today?
Hey, the run game turned our season around. We've been able to win a championship with our ability to run. Rocky Lombardi is a tremendous player, and I couldn't be happier.
You wanted to get to year 3. Last year, you were winless. What made you think this moment was possible?
Well, you know, I thought our staff did a phenomenal job of evaluating, recruiting, building the type of men that could win a championship, and these kids went out there and did it.
Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you. Go Huskies.
How about that? Northern Illinois wins 41-23 over Kent State. Thank you for watching. For our entire crew, Paul Carcaterra, Andre Ware, I'm Jason Benetti. So long from Detroit. Coming up right here on ESPN, Sunbelt title game, App State and Louisiana. But for now, back to the studio. Joey Galloway, Jesse Palmer, Matt Berry, guys.